Good afternoon. Welcome to District Baseball, Midwest District of the NJCAA tournament. Winner of this tournament will advance to Grand Junction, Colorado. Two teams are undefeated in it. They are Johnny Logan and Wabash Valley. They square off here in just a moment. Johnny Logan beat McHenry 10-4 yesterday. The Warriors beat Iowa Western 11-1. The game earlier this morning, Iowa Western defeated McHenry, eliminated them 6-2, and they await the loser of this game. That game will play right after this. Mark Richardson alongside my friend Zach Reynolds. How you doing, Zach?
I'm doing great. One great game of baseball already in. Hopefully a couple more to come.
How's the voice holding up? Are you going to be all right?
I'll be okay. How about you?
Well, I will be, because I'm going to let you do most of the work.
All right.
That works out all right.
Now, this is a big game, and it's fitting that it's between two region and conference opponents that have played each other a ton over the years. They're two powerhouse teams in this region and this district year after year, and not too far apart. Just a couple hour drive separates each of them, and this is a big game because if you win, you're in the driver's seat. You only got to win one of potentially two tomorrow. If you lose, you got to play one right after this, and if you win that one even, then you got to win two tomorrow. This is a big-time momentum game.
Now, this is the most important game of the tournament for the Warriors and for Johnny Logan. And like I said, they played each other before. They played 3 times during the season. Played here on a Thursday afternoon, and Johnny Logan took a loss, 13-3, I believe it was. Jackson Susie went 5 innings, struck out 10, but he came out after 5 innings, had a little grab in his elbow. It was actually a UCL tear. He's not able to go, so our best starting pitcher for Wabash not eligible to play at all right now. So we turn instead to Stone Silver. He gets the start. He's done very well, pitched well last week in the region tournament, and he starts for the Warriors today.
Yeah, Aiden Deakins had a great start for Wabash Valley yesterday against Iowa Western. Today, usually in this spot throughout the season, if Susie's not a factor, you would think you would see McGuire Taylor, but Stone Silver pitched himself into this spot with the way he pitched in the Region 24 tournament. He was really an unsung hero throughout that tournament. Had one game where he pitched 4 innings in relief, and then the next day turned around, pitched 5 1/3 as a starter, and they were 5 1/3 great innings. So he's earned himself to be the 2 starter in this tournament.
Talk about Deakins. He went only 6 innings yesterday against Iowa Western, and really amazing that the Warriors beat them by 10 runs. That's a very good quality program, number 3 in the country, and which means that Deakins went through 6 innings. He might have an inning or 2 left tomorrow, and if it rains tomorrow, and it probably will, he would have some innings left on Saturday if they need to play them. But today it's Stone Silver against Drew Petska. Petska leads them in innings pitched. He's a good one. We've placed him a couple times. Big fastballer, 6'5", right-hander from Carterville, Illinois. He'll bring it. But the Warriors had pretty good success against him.
Yeah, they played and worked against Petska in that game that they won 13-3, and that was a big game here at Wabash Valley College where they won that, and that gave them the regular season conference championship. That's why this tournament is here versus at Johnny Logan. So they were able to get to him that day. He'll want revenge. Wabash Valley will want more of the same.
I will say the 2 losses that Warriors took down at Johnny Logan, the day before we beat them, that was for conference championship. Those next 2 games we wanted to win, but we weren't able to pull that off. So see what Logan has. They start with Gage Griggs, the second baseman, Cam Hill, and then Jack Porter. If anybody gets on base, it'll be Jake Monroe, one of the best players in the conference. Speaking of which, Richie Bonamola Jr., co-player of the conference, out in center field. And it's Stone Silver starting for the Warriors. Behind the plate, it's A.J. Malzone. Stepping in, Gage Griggs, 311 on the season, but a 429 on-base percentage. And the first pitch to him is outside for ball 1.
I did see that Richie Bonamola got part of co-player of the conference and region. I assumed that Jake Monroe was his co-winner.
I would imagine. 101, the official start of the game. And next pitch is fouled away on the right side, 1-1. Well, Griggs is the second baseman for this ball club. He got 4 home runs on the season. Like I said, a very good on-base percentage of 429. Silver threw 9+ innings against Lincoln Trail and another opponent last week. It was Frontier. Here's a ball taken just above the zone, 2-1. Different umpire behind the plate. We got a 3-man crew. They rotate. At least I hope they did. It looks like the same guy behind the plate, doesn't it? There's 2 on delivery. That ball's fouled off. It's 2-2. They wouldn't make him. Oh, it's catcher's interference. So that's what happened. A.J. Malzone is error on the catcher's interference, and the leadoff guy is on. And hitter now is Cam Hill. He's a center fielder, batting .335.
He's one of these guys, Cam Hill, that, you know, with such a great Johnny Logan lineup, you maybe don't think about him, but he is an incredibly talented player in all facets of the game.
And he's a fast one. He's a center fielder and fouls the first one off for strike one, and Stone Silver's pumping the ball in the zone.
And, you know, he's a big, tall, lengthy guy, but he's got good speed. He plays a great center field. He's got some pop in that bat as well.
Riggs has 36 stolen bases, leading off first base. Only been caught one time this year. Silver off the stretch. And holds the ball a while and looks over to first base and throws it there, and he's back in time.
Yeah, as a pitcher, you know, with a guy like Griggs, you've got to do a lot of different things, try to hold the ball a little bit longer, try to be quicker to the plate. But you don't want to serve one up to this dangerous Johnny Logan lineup.
Riggs with a good lead at first base. Got a foot out farther than usual. Doesn't go. And a swing and a miss. Strike two.
He can steal all the bases he wants. If you get the next three hitters out, it don't matter.
You can steal second and third as long as you just keep him there. But 0-2, probably not going on 0-2. He's got a good lead at first base. So look how far that lead front foot is. Doesn't go, and the pitch is taken. Ball one, just a little bit outside.
Not by
said
much.
The home team announcer.
That's a good pitch by Silver, especially up 0-2. It's right there. You didn't get the call, didn't get a chase, but that's a good pitch nonetheless.
1-2 pitch to Hill. There goes the runner. The pitch is blocked by Malzone. It's right in front of the plate. They find it there, and a stolen base.
Well, that's a good one to go on, huh?
Picked out the breaking ball in the dirt to go on. It counts 2-2. So a catcher's interference and stolen base. They've got a runner in scoring position, and the Logan bench whooping it up down there. They've got some fans too, but I assume that's mainly the players making all that racket. So runner at second, nobody out to start the ball game now. 2-2 on the hitter, Cam Hill. Silver looks in, has a sign. He's out of Evansville, Indiana, 6'4", right-hander. And his next delivery popped up in right field. Going back on the ball is Crew Bond. He will catch it, and there goes the runner. Here comes the throw toward third. It's on line. He is going to be out at, oh, they called him safe. Whoa, they called him safe. A great throw by Crew Bond on a out number one. We saw him throw a guy out at the plate yesterday. That throw was on line, and he just snuck in with that fish first, head first slide. However he got in, I'm not sure.
Well, my apologies to Crew Bond. I didn't think he had a shot with the speed of Griggs, and the fact that that was just even that close and right on the money. I mean, it wasn't just a strong throw. That was accurate as can be.
Infield in now with the number 3 guy, Jack Porter, stepping to the plate. One out and a runner at third, and the pitch is a called strike on the changeup on the outside corner. Dangerous Johnny Logan lineup. 360 hitter, Jack Porter, has 10 home runs, 54 RBIs coming into this tournament. There's the next pitch. That is just off the plate outside 1-1. He spotted it up where he wanted it, just off the plate.
The infield's got to be in here for Wabash Valley with just one out and a runner at third base.
Got to cut down that lead run, the go-ahead run. 1-1 with one out and a runner at third. There's the pitch to Porter. That's outside, 2-1. Well, normally I'd say, well, you got a base open, don't worry about it, but Jake Monroe is on deck, and I do worry about it.
Yeah, you want as few people on base as possible when he comes up to the plate, because he's going to do damage more times than not. 2-1
delivery. Hitting the air toward right field. Crew Bond goes back on it, makes the play, comes up throwing, and there's a sacrifice fly. He scores easily. So sacrifice fly to the right fielder for out number 2, and an RBI for Jake Porter. And it brings up Jake Monroe. That's Jack Porter, pardon me. Jake Monroe now the hitter, third baseman. He's their leader, .413 on the season as a batting average. 23 home runs, 80 RBIs. Those are crazy numbers.
So the catcher's interference error comes around to score. Bruce Gosling.
So 1-0 Logan here in the first. Silver's pitch to Monroe is off the plate and low. Ball 1 outside.
Now Silver's going to have to make the adjustment. I mean, as close as these are, the umpire strike zone isn't going to give that pitch. And I just saw the umpire look towards the Wabash Valley dugout wondering where that was.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Nubber off the pitcher's glove. Picked up a second by Jellison. He throws him out. The play goes 1-4-3 for the third out of the inning. And then the inning, they get 1 run on no hits, 1 error, nobody left on base. 1-0 Logan with the Warriors coming to bat in the bottom of the first. Back here in just a moment.
You already know that the First National Bank is your real community bank, but have you met our people? It's the people inside that make us a community bank. We live here, we work here, we're your neighbors and your friends. When you bank with us, your money is reinvested in your community. At the First National Bank, our customers are more than an account number. People are the reason for this community. We're your hometown bank, serving the area since 1906. We are the First National Bank, where our people make the difference. Come see us today. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Get your Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel. 2024 Escape up to $2,500 off, and 2024 Edge up to $2,900 off. Go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com today. At Steve Faulkner Automotive, get 2023 Chargers and Challengers up to $13,000 off, 2023 Jeep Gladiators up to $11,400 off, and all 2024 heavy-duty Rams up to $13,000 off. Come in today.
The Shop at 1418 is located at Wabash General Hospital's main lobby. It is open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The shop offers a nice selection of gifts for everyone, including children's books, snacks, cards, toys, apparel, and other reasonably priced items. The profits from the Shop at 1418 are used to purchase medical equipment and other needed items for Wabash General Hospital. For more information, visit wabashgeneral.com or visit our Facebook page, The Shop at 1418.
Well, Logan got a run in the first. It was unearned. Leadoff guy Gage Hill got on a catcher's interference, stole second. Advanced the third on a fly ball to right and scored on a fly ball to right. So we go to the bottom of the first. It'll be LaGrande, Bonamolo, and Mahan to greet the pitcher Drew Petska.
I think Stone Silver did a good job. There was a little bit of reversal. He did give up the run after the error and then a stolen base on a ball in the dirt, but I think that went well, as well in that situation with a runner in scoring position. You know that your offense can score a ton. They scored 11 against a really good opponent in Iowa Western yesterday, so, got to try to limit it and get that run back here in the first.
Drew Petska, 6'5" right-hander from Carterville. He's a homegrown boy down for John A. Logan. He's thrown 56 innings to lead him in the net category. Struck out 54. We've seen him before. He's a hard-throwing right-hander. He's got a lot of confidence. Let's see if the Warriors can solve him. It'll be John LaGrande, Richie Bonamolo, and Keaton Mahan here in the first.
Yeah, he used that 6'5" frame to pump a really strong fastball.
And first one inside just about got LaGrande in the foot for ball one.
And again, we'll mention that Wabash Valley has faced him earlier this season and did well against him. They won that game 13-3 by a run rule in the 8th.
1-0 count out to LaGrande. Here's the pitch from Petska. Outside 2-0.
And Wabash Valley's had a string of some really good offensive games. Scored 35 runs in 2 games against Lincoln Trail in the Region 24 Championship round and scored 11 yesterday.
Against the number 3 team in the country, Iowa Western. There's a pitch taken outside corner for a strike, 2-1. This umpire, we remember, was here at the region tournament. Actually, you remember. And he is a pretty tight strike zone, so we'll see how that plays. 2-1 on LaGrande. Here's the pitch. Held up, and the ball is outside for a 3-1. I'm having a hard time telling inside and outside. I thought that pitch might have been there. So 3 balls and a strike to the leadoff guy for the Warriors trying to return the favor. As the ball hit toward left field, that's Porter. Jack Porter over toward the line. On the run, makes the grab for out number 1. Ball was lofted down the line. He got there pretty easily. Now hitting is Richie Bonamolo Jr. We talked about Jake Monroe. For Logan, he's their best. Richie Bonamolo leads the Warriors in a lot of categories. 420 batting average. He's got 70 RBIs, 13 home runs. He's an all-around player and a very good center fielder. And he's committed to play at Alabama next year. Unless, of course, the draft happens and he gets drafted for the Army or the Major Leagues. There's a ball taken for a strike. The Army's not drafting, are they?
Not that I know of.
That's good news for you. No, 0-1 on the hitter, Bonamolo. And there's a fastball, breaking pitch, outside and low, 1-1.
It was Bonamolo in the first inning yesterday against Iowa Western, hit a home run out to left field that got things started for Wabash Valley, got them off to a 1-0 lead.
Warriors never trailed yesterday after that home run. There's a ball fisted over the infield. Going back to the ball, Gage Griggs, second baseman, calls for it and makes the play.
That went in on the hands of Bonamalo, jammed him.
Here comes Keaton Mahan. He hit the 3-run home run to right field last night that walked it off in a 10-run margin, 11-1. And the Warriors would like to get a base runner here in the first. At least make Petska work a little bit. 2 easy fly balls to start the game. Petska's first pitch, the lefty Mahan, is a called strike. Outside corner around the knees. Good pitch. Catcher is Carson Kennedy for Johnny Logan behind the plate. He squats back there with one knee down. And there's a pitch in the dirt, 1-1. 2-1. No, that's 1-1, pardon me. On the infield, they got Will Cook at first, Gage Griggs at second, Jaden Correa is a shortstop, and Jake Monroe plays third. He's deep over there. And there's a ball out of the zone. Now it's 2-1. The outfield from left to right, Jack Porter in left. Cam Hill in center, and Trey Swiderski is the right fielder for John A. Logan. Wind blowing out, but not much today. Here's a 2-1 pitch. That's a let up, is too low. And now it's 3-1.
If my memory serves me correct, I believe it was Mahan and Fivish who had a lot of the production in that game where Wabash Valley got to Petska in the regular season. Mahan ahead here, 3-1.
Well, that was about 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. So my memory is all erased at that point. I think Fivish hit a home run in that game. Is that right? And maybe a double to left. He's on deck waiting for Mahan to get on base. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That's ball 4. Well, thank you very much. First walk of the day issued to the Warriors. So we get a runner here in the first, and Dalton Fivish will have a chance to bat. Hits from the left side. He's a .377 hitter. He's on his way to Western Kentucky University. He'll play for Mark Reardon and Rob Fournier. Reardon used to coach the Reavers of Iowa Western. Joe Mahan with the lead at first. Petska off the stretch. The ball slapped out of play on the left side. Strike 1.
Fivish over the last couple of weeks through the couple of tournaments has been hitting the ball really hard. He's just been really unlucky, hitting it right at people. A lot of line outs to the outfield.
Warriors now by 1 here in the bottom of the first. Mahan leads from first with 2 outs. There's a ball taken inside corner at the knees. Strike 2. I like these Warrior uniforms. They've got the black with Bash on the front. Numerals are easily recognizable on the backside. Logan's got the whites. And there's a ball hit down the first base line, foul. Kind of old school looking uniforms from John A. Logan.
Yeah, you know, it's even just a little bit off-white. Maybe a lot of the long blue socks out there. Actually, everybody's got the long blue socks, the high socks.
You know, it reminds me of pictures to see how the Negro Leagues back in the 40s and 50s. There's a ball slapped down the left side. Is out of play again. By the way, if you ever get a chance to go to Kansas City, see the museum out down there, the Negro League Museum, it is a fine piece of history and a lot to learn there. I've been there a couple times. There's a ball hit high and deep toward left field. Going back on the ball is Porter. Still going back. He looks up and he makes the catch about a step and a half from the fence for out number 3. In the inning, the Warriors are retired. They get 1 walk. They leave 1 runner on base. We'll go to the top of the second. It is 1-0 Logan.
You need to be mindful that when you're out, maybe doing a little tree pruning or shaping or kids climbing in the tree, building tree houses, whatever, look up, make sure there's no power lines in or near the area. And even after the storm or after a wind event or something like that where a limb may be falling down or hanging in the tree, make sure to look and there's no utility lines near that. And if there is, call us. We'll come take care of it. We'll get that down. We'll get things cleared up.
Hi, my name is Rylan Robb. I am from Albion, Illinois, and I am a radio TV major here at Wabash Valley College. From broadcasting all sorts of sports games to producing my own TV show and radio show, the hands-on experience is as much as you want to do with it. In terms of the program itself, I think it's really special. It's really like almost a little family in a way, and it's really been really nice being able to experience the things I have with people that genuinely appreciate it with me.
Don't wanna be an American idiot. Fever, fever, 'cause I'm working.
A little tough luck for Stone Silver back in the first. A catcher's interference put Griggs on base, and he scored after a couple fly balls and a stolen base. It will be Swiderski, Cook, and Coburn to greet Silver here in the top of the second. Trey Swiderski, the right fielder, leads it off. 353 season average for him. Plays a mean right field for the Logan Volunteers. These are very good baseball programs. A lot of good players on the field for both teams. And the first pitch is a let-up. Slow one right down the middle for strike one.
That's the fun part about this tournament for me is every team is filled with talent.
0-1 pitch, breaking balls hit out of play on the right side, 0-2. Not to mention Iowa Western, those guys are very, very tough. They won today. They advanced. They will await the winner of this game. We'll play again today if we have time, and I think we will. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Straight change, a little low. Outside corner, but just a little low for ball one. 1-2. I got to quit rooting so hard on the balls and strikes. Let the umpire call them. I thought that pitch was close enough. Fooled him with it. 1-2 from Silver. That was too high, 2-2.
You got to make the disclaimer, this is
not a neutral broadcast, is it?
A service put together by Wabash Valley College Radio TV Department.
We're as impartial as we can be, which isn't very. There's a ground ball line drive up the middle. Hit that ball hard, and a leadoff hit. So for the second inning in a row, they put the leadoff guy on base. Swiderski just rammed it back up where it came from. Hit the ball hard through the middle.
Now here comes the guy that was the big man at the plate yesterday for Johnny Logan. He had 2 home runs in the first 3 innings against McHenry County. Both of them were moonshots beyond the right field wall. Both of them cleared the road behind that right field wall.
That's not good. So big left-handed hitter steps in against Stone Silver and pops this one high in the air. That will play. Bonamolo with a long run. Second baseman goes out. Bonamolo calls him off, and the center fielder makes the play. And scampering back to first was Swiderski for out number 1.
Well, you can see there with that big swing, through the zone with Cook. He just got way underneath that one, but he takes big hacks up there, and so when he squares it up, it goes a long way. That time, Silver got the better of him.
Now hitting the designated hitter, Cordell Coburn. He's 6'2" out of Francisco, Indiana. He bats from the right side.
Him and Jaden Omer split a lot of the DH duties. It's been Coburn the last couple of days.
And the first pitch is too high for ball 1. Well, Swiderski's got a big lead at first base, much as Griggs did earlier. He has 19 out of 20 in the stolen base department, so and he's way out there. He's just begging him to throw over, and Silver, I don't think, will oblige him with that big a lead. 1-0, he comes to the plate. That pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Sometimes they get that far out, and it's a one-way lead. They're going back. They just want to see the move, and Silver would not oblige. Warriors down by a run here in the top of the second. Logan has a man at first with 1 out. There's a pickoff move, and he's back in plenty of time. He saw what he wanted to see that time. Now that he's seen the move, more likely to go. Some pitchers say, I'm never throwing over, so nobody knows what I've got. Cordell Coburn at the plate. There goes the runner. Ball popped in the air toward right field. Crew Bond going back toward the line pretty deep and makes the grab for out number 2.
Oh boy, that ball had some carry on it, didn't it?
Stayed up in the air a long time. And it got pretty deep out there. And it brings up the shortstop, Jaden Correa.
You mentioned in the game this morning, it just seems that the ball just carries out there farther to right field. I mean, it's 10 feet shorter than it is to left, but that's not much, but it just seems to get farther out there when it's hit towards the right side.
Correa, 6'1" out of Chicago, bats from the right side with 2 outs and a runner at first base. That's Swiderski, and he's not going this time. There's a ball hit at the second baseman. Big hop covered by Jellison, and he throws him out for out number 3. So in the inning, they get a base runner, 1 hit, 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of the second. Wabash Valley trails Logan 1-0.
I'm Mason Gross. I am a marketing business management major at Wabash Valley College. You'll learn a lot about in the business industry as a whole, and that really helps you to explore your options as far as to what's out there. So I'm doing my internship at Summer Real Estate in Salem, Illinois. Right now I'm working on getting my license. I am hanging around the office, going to showings, and doing everything I can as a non-licensee to get myself ready for when I graduate and take that step as an agent.
As soon as I came here, I started looking at the programs that they have, and the most that I like, it was early childhood education, and then after I see the classes and everything, that's the one that I picked. I would like to be a teacher in the future. I like it so much because I had the experience to work at Small World with the kids, and each day I learn, and I learn from the kids, and like with my teachers, like they teach me all the stuff that I need to do to be a better teacher. And classes is amazing, so I would just recommend everyone to come here to Wabash Valley College.
My name is Parker Linson. I'm a second-level nursing student at Wabash Valley College. We were able to get hands-on experience with a mannequin that has real breath sounds, real, lung sounds, and can cough and, do different things. That makes it really unique to have that kind of experience right here on campus. And then we've done clinicals. Being able to go into those ICUs and emergency departments and be able to see those critical patients, it is a very good experience. Being able to be in that position and look back to where I come from, it's just awesome to be able to have that experience.
1-0 bad guys as we head to the bottom of the second. If you watch CNN, you're getting a slant. If you watch Fox News, you're getting a slant. If you watch News 15, you're going to get the Wabash Valley College slant. That's without apology. We're Warrior fans and hoping the Warriors can take care of Logan today. But Logan has the early lead. Drew Petska back on the mound. He'll face Crew Bond, Bruce Jellison, and A.J. Malzone for the Warriors here in the second. Pretty easy inning in the first. For this pitcher, he walked one. There was a long fly ball by Five-ish, but nothing else hit hard, and that ball is low for strike one. Crew Bond, Warrior bench gives it to the umpire. He has a look over there. These umpires aren't in the mood to put up with much, are they? That one bounces, and that's ball one. Low and away. We saw the umpire first game give the warning to McHenry's bench. They argued or yelled on some balls and strikes, and they don't want to hear it too much. Decent crowd on hand for this afternoon baseball game. 1-1 pitch, grounded up the middle. Nice play by the shortstop to his left. Correa comes up and throws high, but he's down in time for out number one. Had him played up the middle. Crew Bond hits the ball the other way a lot, and Logan knows that. Had him played perfectly. Now batting for the Warriors is Bruce Jellison. He's the second baseman. Bruce was one of the guys that came up big for the Warriors last year. Went to the Grand Junction tournament. Scored a run yesterday. He was hit by a pitch. Playing second base right now for Wabash. And he swings through an off-speed pitch for strike one. Petska looks good in the early going. Good command of the fastball and the slower stuff as well. 0-1 delivery. 0-2. Right there it was.
We've been talking about his fastball with that 6'5" frame. He snapped off a couple of really good breaking balls on these two pitches to Jellison.
And Jellison did not see that coming. Now we have to protect the plate on 0-2, and balls in the dirt 1-2.
Well, Jellison's one of those guys that's going to give you a tough at-bat more times than not. 36 walks on the season to 38 strikeouts. That's a pretty good ratio, especially in these days of baseball.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And ball's up and in. 2-2 now to Bruce Jellison. Drew Petska is the pitcher. Give up 1 hard hit ball in the first to deep left. That's it. Other than that, not much. 2-2 pitch, grounder toward third, and that's foul. And the count stays 2-2.
That's what I'm talking about with Jellison. He got down 0-2 quickly on a couple of nice pitches, and he's taken a couple of tough ones and then fouled that one off here.
Petska has the sign, and he pours it in there outside corner at the letters, called strike 3. First strikeout today for Drew Petska is the second out of the inning. And it brings up the Warrior catcher, A.J. Malzone. Malzone, a .368 hitter, improved that average by 40 points over the last weekend in the region tournament. He was hot as he could be that tournament.
Coming into the tournament, he has a .500 on base percentage.
And first pitch to him is taken at the bottom of the zone for strike 1. This umpire now in the habit of calling strikes. That's what happens when you're around the zone.
50% of the time he's been on base throughout this season. That is unreal for Malzone.
1-1 to him. That's too low, and the catcher dives out of the way. 1-1. Well, I had a coach one time say, you got all that protection right in front of you. When you turn your ear, it's like you're trying to catch it in your ear. At that time, no way. He just bailed out on him. Nobody on the base, so it makes no difference. First two have been retired here in the bottom of the second inning with the Warriors down by a run. Here's the pitch to Malzone. That ball's hit high and deep toward right field. Going back on the ball is Swiderski. He's back by the fence. He looks up and makes the grab. About a step and a half in front of the fence. He catches it for out number 3. We played 2 complete. Wabash Valley trails Johnny Logan 1-0. Back in a minute.
Steve Faulkner Automotive has 2023 Pacifica hybrids up to $14,700 off, and all Jeep Compasses up to $6,550 off. Payments as low as $299 a month. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has an outstanding service department. With free pickup and delivery, we'll make sure your vehicle runs perfectly at an affordable price. Come see us today or view our service specials at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
You already know that the First National Bank is your real community bank, but have you met our people? It's the people inside that make us a community bank. We live here, we work here, we're your neighbors and your friends. When you bank with us, your money is reinvested in your community. At the First National Bank, our customers are more than an account number. People are the reason for this community. We're your hometown bank, serving the area since 1906. We are the First National Bank, where our people make the difference. Come see us today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
In our days, 'cause I found God. Don't wanna be an American idiot. Fever, 'cause I'm breaking.
Top of the third inning, Wabash Valley down 1-0 against Johnny Logan. Johnny Logan back to the bats here to be 9-1-2 due up. Kennedy, Griggs, and Hill. Stone Silver back on the mound. Has pitched well so far, giving up 1 unearned run back in the first inning.
A.J. Malzone just missed that one. He hit that ball about 2 steps away from the wall in right field, but got under it.
Well, Wabash Valley's ended each of their turns, 2 turns to bat so far, 5-ish with a deep fly ball, just not quite enough in left, and Malzone the same to right. So hopefully one of those will find a few extra feet next time around.
And both pitchers have been good to start the ball game.
First pitch to Kennedy here from Stone Silver, in there for a strike. Now the difference so far is the leadoff hitter of the game, Gage Griggs, got on a catcher's interference, eventually stole second, then came around to score after a couple of fly balls to right. That's the difference right now. 1-0 Johnny Logan. The 0-1 from Silver to Kennedy. He foul tipped that one quickly, 0-2.
Carson Kennedy, the catcher, 5'11", 195 from West Lafayette, Indiana.
He's down 0-2 here, but this is where he gets pesky. We've seen that and the many times we've seen Johnny Logan play. He
refuses to strike out.
He toughens up with 2 strikes, fouls pitches off, takes tough pitches. The 0-2 up and in, 1 ball, 2 strikes now.
He's a tough out, they say. Cole Proctor playing third base for the Warriors on the line. 5-ish a little off the line at first.
The 1-2 from Silver, swing and a miss, took something off that, got him out in front. It's tough to strike out, but not impossible, and Silver showed that right there with his first K of the day.
Got him an off-speed pitch. It was a good pitch. Here's Gage Griggs now. Keep him off the bases would be a good idea.
Got on base and used his speed to create a run his first time up. This time the first pitch from Silver is low for ball 1.
We thought he advanced from second to third on a fly to right field, and pretty deep actually, and Crew Bond made a great throw, and from our vantage point it looked like he was out at third, but the umpire said no.
This one's pops up left side, and that'll get out of play. So it's 1-1 on the second baseman, Griggs. And that was the difference, really. They called him safe. He stayed there, and the next one, another fly ball to right, was too deep, and he scored.
I think he was safe. Based on the reaction of the Wabash bench, nobody came to argue. Nobody said a word over there.
The 1-1 to Griggs from Silver. This one's hit toward the 5.5 hole. Sliding stop by Graham. Throw across from first. He got him by a step. What a play from Patrick Graham.
The defensive gem, that ball was in the hole. I thought it was a hit for sure. Graham got down, made it, and came up. By the way, he's playing. He's had a pulled hamstring. He's had a rough year for us, but able to make that play.
He's been playing a lot more here in playoff time, toughing it out. So now it's Cam Hill to play, who flew out to right field the first time. That's a line shot into left field. That one's foul. Just barely foul. Curved.
Funny game, isn't it? That ball was nailed. Just foul.
Hill was the guy who hit that fly ball to right field in the first inning where Griggs moved up to third base. And he gave it a ride. It was a nice play by Bond to get to it and then shut off the arm. Whether he got Griggs or not, that was an impressive throw. Hill at the plate, down 0-1. Silver looking for a 1-2-3 inning. The 0-1, this one's tap foul. Both down the third base line. That one, not quite a bit less miles per hour on the hit.
About 50 or 60 miles an hour less, maybe 80.
So Silver up 0-2 on Cam Hill, the center fielder. One strikeout already in this inning. He shakes, now has the sign he wants. Silver out of the windup. The 0-2 to Hill. Tap foul, and Malzone caught a piece of that one. And the umpire will walk a new ball out to Stone Silver to give AJ some time to shake that one off. And he's kind of got to right now with Matt Santana in that Region 24 tournament. Took a ball off the jaw trying to bunt, and he's probably unavailable still.
Well, he's more than probably unavailable. He's not going to play.
So Malzone.
They don't have enough equipment to cover all that up.
Malzone seems to be all right. He's still behind the dish, still 0-2. The next pitch from Silver. Breaking ball stays a little high and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Silver trying to set him down in order for the first time today.
Griggs reached on that error, then he got 3 straight outs. Gave up a hit in the second, then 3 straight outs. 1-2 pitch, foul, straight back, good cut from Hill.
Good cut and a good pitch. It was elevated fastball, hard to catch up to.
The majority of these players between the 4 teams we're going to see in this tournament will end up playing NCAA Division I at some point, I would think. A handful of them probably playing in the pros. A good tournament going on. 1-2 pitch in the dirt, blocked by Malzone.
We're outfield straight away, and Bonamolo's dead center out there, isn't he? Medium depth for him.
Straight behind that second base bag. In line with Silver, the 2-2 pitch. This one's popped up a mile high on the right side, 5-ish into foul territory. Waits and makes the catch as it comes down. A 1-2-3 inning for Stone Silver. Wabash Valley down a run, trying to get it back as we head to the bottom of the third at Fournier Field.
As soon as I came here, I started looking at the programs that they have. And the most that I like, it was early childhood education. And then after I see the classes and everything, that's the one that I picked. I would like to be a teacher in the future. I like it so much because I had the experience to work at Small World with the kids. And each day I learn, and I learn from the kids. And like with my teachers, like they teach me all the stuff that I need to do to be a better teacher. And classes is amazing. So I would just recommend everyone to come here to Wabash Valley College.
My name is Parker Linson. I'm a second-level nursing student at Wabash Valley College. We were able to get hands-on experience with a mannequin that has real breath sounds, real, lung sounds, and can cough and, do different things. That makes it really unique to have that kind of experience right here on campus. And then we've done clinicals. Being able to go into those ICUs and emergency departments and be able to see those critical patients, it is a very good experience. Being able to be in that position and look back to where I come from, it's just awesome to be able to have that experience.
Get your Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel. 2024 Escape up to $2,500 off, and 2024 Edge up to $2,900 off. Go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com today. At Steve Faulkner Automotive, get 2023 Chargers and Challengers up to $13,000 off, 2023 Jeep Gladiators up to $11,400 off, and all 2024 heavy-duty Rams up to $13,000 off. Come in today.
Bottom of the third inning, Wabash Valley down a run, 1-0 to John A. Logan. It'll be 8-9-1 due up. Proctor, Graham, and LaGrande trying to saw Drew Pesca, who's been good so far through his first 2 innings of work.
Both pitchers in command right now. See if the Warriors can solve Drew Petska.
Proctor, the third baseman, a right-handed swinger against the 6'5" righty Petska. And first pitch is outside. Kennedy had to swing across his arm, nearly out of his socket for that one. He was set up inside, had to reach back across the plate. So 1-0 on Proctor. Now we'll have time. Just as Petska looked like he was about to go, he steps off. Now he's back and ready, all ready to pitch again out of the windup. The 1-0. It's 1-1, a little manipulation of Proctor that time. He stepped off, and as soon as he stepped back on, he got into the windup. I'm not sure Proctor was ready. So it's 1-1, Petska working quick. Swing and miss, back-to-back fastballs.
Yeah, he just powered it right by him. The Warriors do not have a hit yet. One walk is all they've been issued. Only one base runner for Wabash.
Hit a couple of balls hard for flyouts to left and right respectively, but that's about it. Swing and a miss, another fastball. Proctor down on strikes.
Yeah, if he throws a fastball up there, it's going to be hard to hit because he throws hard. Gets up above the letters, that was around his shoulders. It's really hard to catch up with that.
So Patrick Graham, who made a dazzling play at shortstop in the top half of the inning, taking away a potential hit from Jaden Correa. Or make that Gage Griggs. He goes first pitch swinging and misses. It's 0-1.
Coming in today, Graham had played in only 37 of the Warriors' 60 ball games.
The 0-1 pitch fouled off. Quickly 0-2.
Yeah, better cut at that one. Petska's got him set up for that high fastball again if he'd like to throw that. Petska feeling it right now. He's dominating.
Ready to work quick. Already out of the windup again. The 0-2 to Graham. Outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That was not the fastball that time. Through the hard slider.
And it was. And that's quite a bit faster than most sliders you'll see. Some nice break, but Graham able to lay off. It's 1-2 count. The next offering from Petska. Swing and a miss. Took something off that one. Back-to-back strikeouts here in the third. Back to the top of the lineup with John Legrand, who flew out to left field on a 3-1 count his first time up. Well, it's certainly still early in this game, but the way Petska's pitching, 1 run might be enough.
You'd hope not. Something you got to score to win, so don't let that bother you. You need to peck away at this pitcher, get some base runners on base, but he is in attack mode. He's got 2 quick outs already.
That pitch misloaded Legrand. 1-0. Legrand able to have a good eye for the zone, takes a lot of pitches. He was in a 3-1 count his first time up before flying out. The 1-0 here, takes that one outside, 2-0.
Marginal pitch, close.
Trying to extend the inning with 2 outs and avoid a second straight 1-2-3 from Drew Petska. The 2-0, foul that play on the left side. So 2-1 now. Legrand still heading the count, the left fielder from the Bronx, New York. Sophomore for Wabash Valley, played a lot over the last couple of years. Part of the 1-2 combo of himself and Bonamalo. 2-1 pitch. Turns on this one and hits it really hard, but well fouled on the right field side.
He crowds the plate because he likes the ball on his hands.
We've seen what he can do with a down and in pitch if he can get around to it on time. Even count, 2-2. Petska looking for a 1-2-3. 2-2 to Legrand is outside. Full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bonamalo on deck. Legrand trying to extend it to him.
First full count of the day for Drew Petska.
Petska has his sign. 3-2 payoff pitch to Legrand. This one's flown into left field. Porter giving it chase into foul territory. That one will fall, and they'll do it again.
Again, for our fans from Johnny Logan are not used to this ballpark, there's lots and lots of foul territory in play. At least 90 feet from the foul pole to the fence on the side over there.
On each side, so we use some balls that maybe get out in other ballparks could be caught in this one. Here comes another 3-2 offering. Swing and a miss. Petska strikes out the side in order. Johnny Logan still with a 1-0 lead, and Petska is pitching like that's all he needs. Heading to the top of the 4th here on News Channel 15 YouTube.
You already know that the First National Bank is your real community bank, but have you met our people? It's the people inside that make us a community bank. We live here, we work here, we're your neighbors and your friends. When you bank with us, your money is reinvested in your community. At the First National Bank, our customers are more than an account number. People are the reason for this community. We're your hometown bank, serving the area since 1906. We are the First National Bank, where our people make the difference. Come see us today. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC. The Shop at 1418 is located at Wabash General Hospital's main lobby. It is open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The shop offers a nice selection of gifts for everyone, including children's books, snacks, cards, toys, apparel, and other reasonably priced items. The profits from the Shop at 1418 are used to purchase medical equipment and other needed items for Wabash General Hospital. For more information, visit wabashgeneral.com or visit our Facebook page, The Shop at 1418.
My name is Parker Linson. I'm a second level nursing student at Wabash Valley College. We were able to get hands-on experience with a mannequin that has real breath sounds, real, lung sounds, and can cough and, do different things. That makes it really unique to have that kind of experience right here on campus. And then we've done clinicals. Being able to go into those ICUs and emergency departments and be able to see those critical patients, it is a very good experience. Being able to be in that position and look back to where I come from, it's just awesome to be able to have that experience.
Stone Silver, a redshirt freshman who pitched mostly out of the bullpen this year for Coach Biddle and the Warriors, has earned a couple of starts of late in postseason play, and he's done well so far with those opportunities. I'm sure he'll get a number of starts next year as a sophomore. Big right-hander. Stone 3 innings today and has allowed just one unearned run. This one is fouled hard by Porter leading off the inning. Fouled that one on the third base side. He had the sac fly on the RBI that drove in the run back in the first. Logan capitalized in the first on an error. The 0-1 from Silver is low and outside, didn't get the chase. 1-1. It's Porter, Monroe, and Swiderski, a dangerous part of this lineup, due up this inning. Warrior third baseman Proctor on the third base line. The 1-1 pitch is a tad low. It's 2-1. The corners are playing the lines. Everybody else fairly straight up. 2-1 pitch from Silver is a strike on the inside corner. So it's even 2-2. At the letters, maybe. Hit that up and in quarter. Silver. Long look. Has a sign and comes set for the windup. 2-2 pitch to Porter. Just inside that time, run it full. Well, if you want an opinion, that was better than what he called a strike prior. So there you go. Evens up and it's full count. Nobody wants an opinion, though. Porter leading off this inning. The 3-2 payoff from Stone is inside, and Porter leads off with a walk, and here comes Jake Monroe. Third inning out of 4 where they put the leadoff guy on base. Good at bat by Porter to get on base for the big guy Monroe. Monroe grounded out his first time up. It hit off the glove of the pitcher Silver before it went off to Jellison, who made the nice play. And that's what ended the first inning. Here he bats in the top of the fourth, nobody out and a runner on. After the leadoff walk from Porter, swing and a miss, 0-1. Pulled the string on Monroe that time. You told me Monroe was signed to play college ball? Last I knew, he's committed to the University of Louisville. Correct, that's what I remember. The 0-1 in the dirt, blocked by Malzone, keeps Porter at first base. Porter only 3 stolen bases on the year, probably not running. Unless you forget about him, then he might go. The 1-1, this one hit hard into the left, and that will fall in front of LaGrande for a base hit. So the first 2 have reached in the inning for the Volunteers. So a little 4th inning jam for Stone Silver. 2 on, nobody out. Swiderski coming into the plate. He's the right fielder. He's 1 for 1 today. Hit a ground ball hard up the middle for a base hit. That's what started the second inning. Monroe hit that ball nice and hard. Monroe at first and Porter at second. Nobody out here top of the fourth. Silver out of the stretch is looking to get out of this little jam he's got here. First pitch to Swiderski. This one's popped up into the outfield, right center field. Got some carry on it. Bonamalo back in front of the wall, makes the catch. Now fires in the throw to second base. Tagging up from second to third is Porter. Bonamalo tried to deke him by putting up the glove a couple of times before it was actually there, but a good play by Porter to stay put until it was time to go.
Well, it's a long way to right center field. It just kept going. I thought it was going to be a routine pop-up, and good play by Bonamalo out there. So another opportunity here for Logan to add a run with Will Cook coming to plate.
Will Cook popped out to center field his first time up, got way underneath one, but we saw the power he's got yesterday.
Now Monroe at first base has 12 steals. It wouldn't be surprised to see him run with first and third here and just one out, pardon me.
First pitch to Cook is off the plate outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Cook has a really good eye for the zone, can work a ton of good at-bats, has a fair amount of walks. And then when he gets something he can drive, he takes a big hack. Tries to hit it a long way, did that twice yesterday. Bases out, or runners at the corners, excuse me. 1-0 pitch to Cook. Strike on the outside corner with a breaking ball.
Backdoor breaker caught him looking. It's not what he's looking for, is it?
Volunteers up 1-0, trying to add on more with runners at the corners. Silver looking in and shakes, now has the sign he wants. The 1-1 pitch is outside, 2-1 to Cook.
I think the Warriors will try to turn 2 on a ground ball here and get out of the inning.
Well, they take that. That's where the middle infield is positioned. Fivish holding on the runner at first. Proctor off the line at third. A 2-1 pitch. Check swing in the dirt. Malzone, a nice block. And they say he didn't go, so 3-1 on Will Cook. You don't want to groove him one here. But you also don't really want to load the bases.
I'd rather load the bases than groove him one, though.
No, that's true. Silver set, the 3-1. Swing and a miss, and Will Cook was trying to put 3 runs on the board with that swing, which is what he's known to do, but he swung and missed on looked like a changeup from Silver, so it's now a full count, 3-2. Now I bet you Monroe takes off from first.
And I bet you he tries to throw the fastball by him here. What do you think? 3-2?
Monroe goes, 3-2 payoff pitch. This one's popped up left side into foul territory. Proctor will give it a chase, but it gets out of play, and they'll do another.
And you're right about Monroe running on the pitch.
Trying to avoid a double play and get a head start. Just 1 out in the inning.
Could strike him out, throw him out.
Shorter lead this time for Monroe. Silver comes set. Monroe goes again, 3-2 again. That pitch outside for a walk. And they let the ball go into center field, and a run's going to score. Monroe all the way to third. Malzone threw down, even though it was ball 4, and the second baseman and shortstop both paused because it was a walk and let it go through into center field.
Well, who's going to call the error on? I'm just telling you that throw should not have been made. It's ball 4. The pitch was not close to the zone. That runner gets second automatically, and a run scores. So who are you going to... There's an error on the play. I'm going to write that down as an error for somebody.
So a run across is 2-0, John A. Logan. First pitch here to Coburn is fouled out of play on the right side. They still have runners at the corners, just 1 out.
It is 2-0 now in favor of Logan.
A couple of errors have cost Wabash Valley.
This level of baseball, you kick it around a little bit, you have a hard time winning. Always true when you play a good team.
The 0-1 from Silver. This one's popped into left field. That one's going to get down for a hit, and another run's going to score. Heading for third is Will Cook. He will reach there as that ball died on the grass, and all the way to second is Coburn.
The ball was not hit hard. Barely got to the grass. A little looping line drive for a double down the line and an RBI as well.
So now 3-0 John A. Logan. Silver running into some issues with the defense costing him, and that time a soft hit.
And we're going to bring our Aaron Biddle, manager of the Warriors, out to settle things down a little bit if he can. We're in the fourth.
Oh, he's going to a pitching change.
And we're going to settle in a hurry. So Stone Silver did very well last week, had a good start here today, but things come off a little bit here in the fourth, and we'll get a new pitcher.
Tell you about the change on the other side.
You need to be mindful that when you're out, maybe doing a little tree pruning or shaping, or kids climbing in the tree, building tree houses, whatever, look up, make sure there's no power lines in or near the area. And even after the storm or after a wind event or something like that, where a limb may be falling down or hanging in the tree, make sure to look and there's no utility lines near that. And if there is, call us. We'll come take care of it. We'll get that down. We'll get things cleared up.
Hi, my name is Rylan Robb. I am from Albion, Illinois, and I am a radio TV major here at Wabash Valley College. From broadcasting all sorts of sports games to producing my own TV show and radio show, the hands-on experience is as much as you want to do with it. In terms of the program itself, I think it's really special. It's really like almost a little family in a way, and it's really been really nice being able to experience the things I have with people that genuinely appreciate it with me.
I'm Mason Gross. I am a marketing business management major at Wabash Valley College. You'll learn a lot about the business industry as a whole, and that really helps you to explore your options as far as to what's out there. So I'm doing my internship at Summer Real Estate in Salem, Illinois. Right now I'm working on getting my license. I am hanging around the office, going to showings, and doing everything I can as a non-licensee to get myself ready for when I graduate and take that step as an agent.
New pitcher for the Warriors is Trey Rainberg, a right-hander coming in and trying to limit the damage. Comes into a tough spot, 1 out and 2 runners on, both in scoring position. That is Cook at third and Coburn at second.
Rainberg has a lot of strikeouts in his freshman year, 40 strikeouts in 36 innings, and that's what Wabash needs right now to limit the damage.
Yeah, he could use 1 or 2 here. He's facing off this time against Jaden Correa. The shortstop, slip fielder, grounded out to second his first time up. First pitch from Rainberg, breaking ball stays up and in.
Infield shallow out there for the Warriors, no double play in order. Halfway at the second base and shortstop positions.
Swing and a miss that time, a nice breaking ball from Rainberg, and looked like a slider.
Well, how will Wabash Valley respond to the adversity they faced here? Will they be able to come back and regroup?
The 1-1 pitch to Correa. This one is line foul just over the John A. Logan dugout. So there's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Correa with a runner at third and second and 1 out in the inning. 2 across already for the Volunteers, looking for more. Wabash Valley trying to keep it where it is and let their bats go to work. Left side of the infield, especially playing a little bit in. The 1-2 is outside.
And the real trouble is Drew Petska has been very, very good for Johnny Logan on the mound.
He's had to sit a while with a little bit of a long inning brewing here for Johnny Logan, but I'm sure he's not mad about it. He's got a couple more insurance runs. Still early in this game here, top of the 4th inning, and 1 out. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Rainberg gets his man.
There's his first strikeout he needed. Now anything will work with 2 outs.
And the catcher, Carson Kennedy, coming up. He struck out his first time up. Again, it's Will Cook at third and Coburn at second base. Rainberg set. First pitch to Kennedy, and there for a strike.
Rainberg just pours that in there. Kind of tails in on the right-handed hitter a little bit. This is their catcher. He's a good one.
Solid defender and can battle at the plate. That pitch outside and a nice block by Malzone. Had a long way to go to get in front of that ball.
Well, what I always say is if you call the breaking ball, you know where it's going. And Malzone knew where it was going, got out there and made a nice block.
holds the runners at third and second. There's 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Wabash Valley's trying to limit the damage. We know they can score in a hurry, but got to get back to the bats. The 1-1 is up and in. 2-1 now to Kennedy.
And after Carson Kennedy, it's the top of the order for John A. Logan.
Renberg, a long look. Now has the sounding come set for the 2-1. Fires it home to Kennedy. This one fouled straight back. So it's 2-2 now. Stone Silver went 3 1/3 innings, just 3 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Just giving up 3 runs so far. The 2 on base belong to him as well. And at least a couple of those 3 given up were not earned. This one fouled out of play on the right side.
Typical Carson Kennedy at bat there. The breaking pitch is outside, but he fouls it off and stays alive.
He just battles so well with 2 strikes.
Went down last time on an off-speed pitch, swing and a miss.
Fouled off a couple pitches before that, though. Even when he does go down swinging, he usually fights for it. Rainberg, the 2-2, lined, fouled on the right field line. Just eats up pitches.
Bonamolo's got him shaded toward right a little bit.
Bond pretty close to the line out in right field as well. LaGrande, I'd say just about straight up in left field.
LaGrande thinking about hitting, I think. Time to go hit's what he's thinking.
The 2-2 pitch, this one's tapped in play. Graham charges it at short, has it, fires across to first, and got Kennedy. Johnny Logan adds on a couple more. They lead 3-0. We're heading to the bottom of the fourth. Wabash Valley looks to respond.
Steve Faulkner Automotive has 2023 Pacifica hybrids up to $14,700 off, and all Jeep Compasses up to $6,550 off. Payments as low as $299 a month. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has an outstanding service department. With free pickup and delivery, we'll make sure your vehicle runs perfectly at an affordable price. Come see us today or view our service specials at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
I found God. Yeah. Don't wanna be an American idiot. Fever, 'cause I'm breaking.
Hi, my name is Rylan Robb. I am from Albion, Illinois, and I am a radio TV major here at Wabash Valley College. From broadcasting all sorts of sports games to producing my own TV show and radio show. The hands-on experience is as much as you want to do with it. In terms of the program itself, I think it's really special. It's really like almost a little family in a way, and it's really been really nice being able to experience the things I have with people that genuinely appreciate it with me.
Johnny Logan had a walk, a couple of walks, a couple of hits, and an error on the ball. It was a walk on a 3-2 pitch where the runner was taken off. Malzone threw it down, despite him would have been safe anyway because of the walk. He threw it down. The shortstop and second baseman both paused going to the bag because of the walk. The ball went straight through to center field and a run scored. They also added one on a double by Cordell Coburn.
That run would have scored anyway, but it kind of deflated you, didn't it, to see that ball just run loose in center field?
So now Richie Bonamalo leads off the bottom half of the fourth for Wabash Valley, trying to get on the board and get back into it and get some of those back at least. You don't have to get them all back in one inning, but certainly.
Wouldn't hurt. Huh? Wouldn't hurt.
And that pitch low, so it's 2-0.
One base runner today for the Warriors. Keaton Mann on deck has a walk. Nobody else has reached base for the Warriors.
No, that was back in the first inning, and since then it's 8 in a row set down by Petska. The 2-0 inside, it's 3-0 to Bonamalo. He did have to sit for a while with that long top half of the inning for John A. Logan, so I might take him a batter to get in the.
Always amazed when Bonamalo gets a 3-0 count. He's such a good base runner. They're not trying to walk him, that's for sure.
The 3-0, that one is a generous strike on the outside. 3-0 count, zone usually expands. That's universal in baseball. So 3-1. Now he can swing away if he'd like. The 3-1 pitch from Petska. He does swing away and pops it up right side. Griggs just into the outfield grass. Makes the catch.
This is the second time he's gotten Bonamolo the same way with an inside fastball that got him on his hands. Well, here's our best hope today. Mahan has walked in his only time up. The only base runner we've had.
Well, they've gotten to 3-ball counts a few times on Petska, but Mahan's the only one that took the 4th ball. And everybody else is heading to an out. Mahan at the plate, the lefty power hitter, takes the first pitch low for a ball.
Off-speed pitch. Petska's been in command. He's doing very well.
Last time he faced Wabash Valley, they got to him, but here he's been nothing short of spectacular so far. Mahan fouls this one off, a line shot out of play on the left side.
He's got the big overhand fastball, and it comes in there over 90 miles an hour, and he's got a good breaking ball and mixes that. Hard to figure out what's going on with him.
1-1 on Mahan. Takes that pitch for a ball. He's ahead in the count, 2-1.
That pitch was close enough, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I thought it was right there. A little high, evidently.
Mahan ahead 2-1. The next pitch from Petska. Takes that one a little high and wide. 3-1.
Umpire's Keaton Mahan's first cousin, by the way. No, that's not true. The last 2 pitches looked pretty good to me.
Mahan in the driver's seat, 3-1. Bonamolo was 2. And he fouls this one out of play, so it's now a full 3-2.
And it's good to make this pitcher work a little bit. He can't throw forever. We hope.
Well,
we hope.
Yeah, maybe you can.
Leads them in innings.
3-2 payoff pitch. This one flown into center field. Cam Hill in. Now will break back, uses the glove to shade the sun. A little to his right, makes the catch.
Well, at least there's sunshine. That's a good thing.
And now Dalton Fivish comes up, and he hit a ball hard to left field his first time up to end the first inning. And it was just a couple feet shy of the left field wall where Jack Porter made the catch. Him and Malzone, the only guys to get really solid contact so far. Both were flyouts just in front of the wall. Here he takes the first pitch outside for a ball.
I heard Jack Buck say there wasn't nothing shaking but the leaves in the trees. They wouldn't be shaking if it wasn't for the breeze. It's kind of the way the Warrior offense has been in this ball game against Drew Petska.
1-0 on Fivish. Petska out of the windup. Fivish swings and misses over a pitch that was in the dirt. So it's 1-1. Petska looking for his 3rd straight 1-2-3 inning. Again, Keaton Mahan had a walk as the 3rd batter in the first inning, the only base runner. The 1-1 pitch. This one's lined into left center field. Hill over to his right. Has good speed, lays out, and it's in and out of his glove. Fivish racing for second. Throw comes in from Porter. Fivish slides in. He's safe with a 2-out double.
Well, nice hustle out there by Cam Hill. He made a nice long run, came up with it, but when he hit the ground, it came loose. It's a double for Fivish in our first base hit.
I mean, what an unbelievable effort by Cam Hill. He got that ball in his glove, but it jarred loose when he hit the ground. So
great effort out there.
Wabash Valley catches a break on that. Now it's Crew Bond who grounded out on a nice play by the shortstop, Jaden Cray, his first time up.
Let's get greedy and get a run right here. We've got to get back in this.
Petska out of the stretch now, throws a breaking ball for a strike on the outside corner.
First pitch curveball and fooled Bond. That's not what he's hoping for. Bond has good power to right center field. That's where the ball carries here.
Bond, a freshman right fielder at the plate, down 0-1. The pitch from Petska swings and hits this one high into left center field. Hill coming in, long way to go again, and he makes the catch this time. So Fivish stranded out at second base. Wabash Valley still being held scoreless by Drew Petska. It's 3-0 Johnny Logan heading to the top of the 5th.
You already know that the First National Bank is your real community bank, but have you met our people? It's the people inside that make us a community bank. We live here, we work here, we're your neighbors and your friends. When you bank with us, your money is reinvested in your community. At the First National Bank, our customers are more than an account number. People are the reason for this community. We're your hometown bank, serving the area since 1906. We are the First National Bank, where our people make the difference. Come see us today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. NJCAA.
Get your Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel. 2024 Escape up to $2,500 off, and 2024 Edge up to $2,900 off. Go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com today. At Steve Faulkner Automotive, get 2023 Chargers and Challengers up to $13,000 off, 2023 Jeep Gladiators up to $11,400 off, and all 2024 heavy-duty Rams up to $13,000 off. Come in today.
The Shop at 1418 is located at Wabash General Hospital's main lobby. It is open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The shop offers a nice selection of gifts for everyone, including children's books, snacks, cards, toys, apparel, and other reasonably priced items. The profits from the Shop at 1418 are used to purchase medical equipment and other needed items for Wabash General Hospital. For more information, visit wabashgeneral.com or visit our Facebook page, The Shop at 1418.
A lot of baseball left, don't forget that. This is just the top of the fifth for Logan coming to bat. They lead the Warriors by 3-0. Trey Rainberg came in relief of Stone Silver and got the two guys that he faced and stranded a couple of runners on base. So nice job by Rainberg in the fourth. Let's see what he does in the fifth as he faces the top of the order with Griggs, Hill, and Porter. This is a pretty good lineup they put together down at Johnny Logan. This is a very fine ball club, nationally ranked. A very good tournament, very good teams in this tournament. For Rainberg faces Griggs. Griggs 0 for 1 today on a ground ball to shortstop. That pitch is taken up and in, ball one. First time up, he reached on a catcher's interference. Does not count as an at-bat. Counts as an error for the catcher. 2-0, balls up and in.
Couple of errors, including that one, have hurt Wabash Valley in this game. Silver gave up 3 runs. I've only got 1 marked as earned.
2-0 delivery. Fisted out toward left field. The ground goes in. Graham goes out. Dives. Can't come up with the ball. That's a base hit on a little floater out to right or left field. And a leadoff guy on for the 4th time in 5 innings.
Well, it's kind of the game it's been for Wabash Valley here, where that pitch, that's a great pitch out on the hands. He didn't hit that hard, but it finds grass on a little pop fly. On the other side, Wabash Valley's hit a couple to the wall that didn't have quite enough. A couple of errors going against Wabash Valley. That's just how it's been.
Griggs had a stolen base back in the first that led to a run being scored. And there's a pitch low and away for ball one as Rainberg tries to rush it home. Against the hitter, the center fielder, Cam Hill. At third base, it's Cole Proctor playing in on the grass, watching for the bunt here, which I don't think he's going to do. Pickoff move, he's back in time. He could. But, he stole second earlier on his own. I don't know that you need to bunt him around.
Well, the guy like Cam Hill, he's got good speed, but he's got that pop, too. I think you want him to swing.
He does swing away and fouls it off. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Warriors looking for 2 up the middle with Graham at short, who's had a good game already, and Jellison at second. Love to turn 2 on Cam Hill before Jack Porter comes up. Nobody out here top of the 5th as they check the runner. He's back in time.
You have to keep an eye on Griggs, obviously, but each time you throw with all this foul territory, each time you throw to first base, you're running a risk.
There's a bunt down the first base line. That's foul. Strike 2. Try to push it down the first base line and advance the runner. So I told you I didn't think they'd let him bunt. But I think he did it on his own that time.
Well, he's certainly got the speed to bunt for a base hit also if he wanted to.
Now Cole Proctor backs up at third base, back behind third base bag. The bunt is kind of out of play with 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes as Griggs leads from first. They sit over there, and he's back in time, and he read the move pretty well.
Well, he's seen it several times now from Rainberg, but
Rainberg out of Nashville, Illinois. Good lead at first by Griggs. Hands loose down there. Breaking pitch is up a little bit, and the count goes 2-2. Up and in.
You see Malzone do a double clutch there and throwing the ball back, and then he turns and has some words with the home plate umpire. He thought that was strike 3.
I think he told him, feel free to call strikes when it's in the zone, sir. Umpire was not impressed. 2-2 pitch. Fisted, out of play. Just barely got a bat on it. The count stays 2-2. So 2-2. Griggs hasn't moved yet. Nobody out here in the top of inning number 5, and the Warriors trailing 3-0 is Logan. Logan would like more runs. Graves doesn't go, and a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 2 for Mr. Trey Rainberg is the first out of the inning.
He's got that good fastball there. Used it and blew it by Cam Hill that time.
He's been good as a freshman. He'll be a starter for the Warriors next year, I would imagine.
The two guys we've seen so far today, Silver and Rainberg, both I think will play a big factor in the Warriors pitching staff next year.
Hitter is Jack Porter. He looks at this one just off the plate on an off-speed pitch for ball 1.
And Griggs hasn't gone yet, and I think a part of that is Rainberg's a guy that's pretty quick to the plate. Out of the stretch, you know, he's got a quick move.
1-0 pitch, nailed on the third base line. That's foul. Strike call. Strike on the foul ball. 1-1. Porter a little quick that time. Hit the ball hard into the corner, but foul.
He reached on a walk last time. He also has a sac fly for an RBI in this game.
He was the guy at third who scored when we threw the ball to second base and nobody covered on a walk. Breaking ball, that's called a strike. 1-2 now. Boy, you like Rainberg's approach out there. Just attack, attack, attack.
Well, he did a good job in the Region 24 tournament last week as well out of the bullpen. He's really become one of the trusted arms for Coach Biddle.
Next delivery, grounded. High hopper. Proctor comes in, charges, throws across, got his man. The other runner stays at second base or advances to second on the play. Nice play by Cole Proctor to get there on that high hopper before it hit the ground again.
And I like the decisiveness as well. Not even to look towards second. There was no way he was going to make that play at second base. He came in, charged the ball decisive, knowing he just had to get one of the runners. So now you got 2 down, and you don't even worry about that guy in second base. You're just trying to get Monroe, which is easier said than done.
You know, you got first base open. You don't have to pitch to him. On deck is Trey Swiderski. Jake Monroe, he's their best. Been very good for John A. Logan. Rainberg is going to attack him, though. Here's the first pitch to him. Breaker just off the plate outside. Nice pitch. Just missed, and Monroe wouldn't dive out there for it. This kid can play.
Yeah, co-MVP of the region and conference with Richie Bonamalo, the Warriors center fielder. 2 of the best players we've seen in this conference over the last couple of years.
Rainberg on the mound with 2 outs and 1 on. Here's the pitch. That's the same place, 2-0, and I think they may throw all 3 of them out there. Maybe 4, maybe 5.
Well, with 2 outs, a guy like Monroe at the plate and first base open, you know, you don't just put him on necessarily, but you throw some pitches where hopefully he chases, and then if he doesn't, well, you pitch to Swiderski.
We'll see how anxious Monroe is to hit right here with a 2-0 count.
You know, Rainberg's got a good fastball, but I just don't know that you challenge a guy like Jake Monroe in this spot.
Well, you may challenge, but not in the zone. You challenge out of the zone somewhere, see if he'll dive out there, and he may still hit it out even at that. 2-0 on Jake Monroe. Here's the pitch. It is a fastball, and that's just barely off the plate, 3-0.
Well, a couple of these, frankly, have not missed by a whole lot, if any at all.
That pitch just a tad outside there to go give him ball 4. They give him a walk.
I don't want to waste a pitch already, 3-0. So Monroe will move up to first.
So first and second now for Trey Swiderski, who got a base hit his first time and flew out to center last time. Pick your poison, we'll take Swiderski. You can have Monroe, we'll have Swiderski.
Swiderski was a guy that had a ball that looked like a pop out to maybe shallow center field to the second baseman, and it ended up carrying nearly to the wall his last time up.
So he bats with 2 on for Logan here in the top of the 5th. Breaking pitch is too high, ball 1. Now Rainberg's out of the strike zone again.
Well, you know, they're not missing by a whole lot, but they're missing enough to where, you know, Johnny Logan is seeing the break on it and immediately just taking until it's called a strike. So might have to go to something else here.
Going to challenge him here on 1-0 with first and second and 2 out. Here's the pitch. And it's another slider. This one's fouled off. It's 1-1.
It's got so much break on it for Trey Rainberg. It's a really good pitch if he can get them to offer at it.
Tight breaking pitch. Late and sharp break. 1-1 now on Trey Swiderski. The Warriors trying to get out of a jam here in the top of the 5th and keep it at 3-0. Maybe let the bats go to work. Drew Petzka's been on fire for Logan on the mound. Here's the pitch. Too high, 2-1. Warriors need to do something to silence that dugout from Logan. They're starting to chirp a little bit down there, as they should be. Warrior dugout pretty quiet, waiting for something to happen. 2 balls and a strike on Swiderski. Here's the pitch, breaking pitch, called. Strike right there, 2-2.
Another great breaker there, and that time he was able to find the zone with it right at the knees on that outside corner. That's just a great pitch. Not much Swiderski could have done if he wanted to swing at it.
Now you might challenge him up high, see if he'll offer something just above the zone. 2-2 on Swiderski. Rainberg has the sign. Outfield play straight away all the way around for this number 5 hitter. Here's the pitch. Just a little off the plate, the count goes full.
Oh, Proctor and Graham both took a couple steps to his dugout. Proctor there has his hands on his hips. He wanted that call.
Warrior dugout wanted it as well. It's an emotional game, and umpire didn't buy that one. It was close.
Runners out for the pitches here.
It's a small zone. That's the way this guy calls. It's that way every time. Here's the pitch. Ground ball towards second. Jellison stays down on it, gloves it, throws it, and got him.
Means rewind. A gunshot means foul.
2 runners left on base. A base hit and a walk. 2 left on. We played 4.5. Wabash trails Logan 3-0 back here in 1 minute.
Hi, my name is Rylan Robb. I am from Albion, Illinois, and I am a radio TV major here at Wabash Valley College. From broadcasting all sorts of sports games to producing my own TV show and radio show, the hands-on experience is as much as you want to do with it. In terms of the program itself, I think it's really special. It's really like almost a little family in a way, and it's really been really nice being able to experience the things I have with people that genuinely appreciate it with me.
The Shop at 1418 is located at Wabash General Hospital's main lobby. It is open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The shop offers a nice selection of gifts for everyone, including children's books, snacks, cards, toys, apparel, and other reasonably priced items. The profits from the Shop at 1418 are used to purchase medical equipment and other needed items for Wabash General Hospital. For more information, visit wabashgeneral.com or visit our Facebook page, The Shop at 1418.
As soon as I came here, I started looking at the programs that they have, and the most that I like, it was early childhood education, and then after I see the classes and everything, that's the one that I picked. I would like to be a teacher in the future. I like it so much because I had the experience to work at Small World with the kids, and each day I learn, and I learn from the kids, and like with my teachers, like they teach me all the stuff that I need to do to be a better teacher. And classes is amazing, so I would just recommend everyone to come here to Wabash Valley College.
Drew Petska back on the hill for John and Logan through 4 innings. He's given up a walk and a double, and that is it. Only 2 base runners for the Warriors. Winner of this game will play tomorrow at noon, a noon scheduled start tomorrow. The loser of this game will play right immediately following. They'll take on Iowa Western. That's going to be a tough challenge for somebody. And the first pitch dives low. Ball 1 to Bruce Jellison leading off here in the bottom of inning number 5 for Wabash. The Warriors need base runners. Need to solve this Petska fella. There's a ball slashed down the right side. Foul. Strike 1 and ball 1 now. 1-1.
And of course, you know, the winner of this game is in the driver's seat for the championship round.
You know, Petska might have more trouble if we had runners on base, but we just haven't had them. It changes things a little bit when that happens. Ground ball in the hole. There's a base hit. Leadoff hit for Bruce Jellison. Turned on the fastball and guided it in the hole between short and third for a base hit.
Now Malzone will come up. He's been one of Wabash Valley's hottest hitters through the last bit of the season, the playoff time. And last time up, he hit one, gave it a ride to the right field wall before Swiderski made the catch.
Malzone had a base hit and a walk yesterday. The prior tournament, he was unbelievable. Lead at first base for Jellison. Now Petska off the stretch to the plate, and that's high and away, ball 1. Now we like the small strike zone to umpire profiles. We don't like it when we're pitching. We like it when we're hitting. But it's the same both ways. It's just a narrow zone. Lead at first by Jellison, doesn't go. And a good take by Malzone on a breaking ball low and inside. 2-0 now to A.J. Malzone.
That's such a tough pitch. It just drops off the table. Malzone able to use his strong hands to hold up after starting to commit.
2-0 delivery. Nobody out. Fastball right there. Good take. Malzone takes strike 1, 2-1. I like the idea. Make this guy work a little bit.
Malzone thought he had a 3-0 count there. He shook his head at that call. Still ahead in the count, though.
Like I said last week, yeah, I wouldn't argue on anything he calls a strike. It probably is. Some of them he calls balls might be as well, but the strikes are pretty much there. 3-1 now, pitches low and in to Malzone.
Well, this is his game. So many times we've seen him work ahead in the count to 2-1, 3-1, and then unload on a pitch and line drive it somewhere.
Leading at first is Jellison with nobody out. Here's the pitch, and he takes it. Strike 2 called, and Malzone didn't like that call either. That was, he thought, below the zone.
Well, he started to toss the bat, and when the umpire called strike, he turned a little bit. I could see his face, and it was mouth wide open, on jaw to the floor. Couldn't believe it.
Malzone catching has to work with his umpire all day, so be careful. 3-2 pitch to A.J. Malzone. The ball's popped out of play, and it stays 3-2. Part of the dynamics, you catch back there, you and the umpire become a team. And when you get to the bat, the team is broken. You gotta, if you complain about balls and strikes very much, you may get hurt next inning. AJ's thought 2 of the strikes, so both strikes called weren't really in the zone, according to his estimation. There's the ball hit high and deep toward right center field. Chasing it back is Swiderski. It stays in the ballpark, bounces against the fence. Malzone strides into second with a stand-up double, and runners are at second and third. Boy, he can hit the ball.
Only a freshman, folks. Only a freshman.
He's just such a great hitter. You know, he's just phenomenal knowledge of the strike zone. And then they got that ball up, a high fastball, and this guy, Petska, can throw it hard. Just nailed that thing and one hop the wall in right center.
And everything's a line drive. You know, even that double, that's a little bit higher, but it's mostly a line drive. That's what you like to see with Malzone.
Here's Cole Proctor. He was overmatched by the fastball and struck out last time. Let's see if he can put it in play and get a run home.
Have to cash in here.
Second and third, nobody out. And fastball up high, strike 1.
It was Proctor who, in his first at-bat, took a breaking ball, I believe it was, for ball 1, and then he got 3 straight fastballs swinging and missing.
There's an official warning to the Warrior dugout. This umpire's heard enough about balls and strikes. So we got to quiet down a little bit over there. Quit chirping quite so much. 0-1 to Cole Proctor. Here's the delivery. That's a call strike as well in the outside corner. Now the umpire's making him pay for it over there, it looks like.
Yeah, he probably doesn't call that if he hadn't been getting chirped so much. Just being honest.
0-2 now on Proctor. He'd love to put the bat on the ball with runners at second and third and nobody out. We'll try to avoid the strikeout if you can, and he does hit the ball in the air toward right center field. That ball is down. Right fielder Swiderski charges, comes up throwing, and to hold the runner at third base.
Good thing they did. Look at that arm from Swiderski. That was a late hold by Biddle. Malzone looked up and got it. Malzone was turning. He was thinking scoring the whole way. Luckily, he saw the sign because he would have been dead to rights with that strong throw.
I don't know if Malzone didn't get a great break off second base, but Fournier charged that line drive, came up throwing, and an RBI base hit for Cole Proctor. Puts the Warriors on the board now. It's 3-1. Logan leads the Warriors.
Well, they've had 3 hits in a row, and the last couple of batters, a lefty's been warming up for Johnny Logan in the bullpen. And now a slow walk to the mound for the John A. Logan coach.
It's the pitching coach for Logan making a stride out there. Try to slow his pitcher down a little bit and remind him how good he is. You just got to keep on pumping the strikes. But Cole Proctor got that big base hit to put the Warriors on the board. It was an 0-2 pitch. He hit the flare, a little line shot into right field for a hit. So good at bats this inning. Started off by Jellison at the ground ball base hit to between short and third. Malzone one hop the wall and right, and then Proctor with the RBI. Here comes the umpire to bust up that little confab on the mound.
Well, I wonder how much of this is them trying to give Stotler out in the lefty in the bullpen, I believe that is, more time to warm up. The way Petska's pitching, you think he maybe has earned a little bit of a longer leash, but he's given up 3 hits in a row.
And it is playoff baseball, so it's they don't in regular season you wouldn't even think about taking him out right now, but playoff time you got to win this ball game. If you win this one, play tomorrow at noon in the winner's bracket, and you'll have to win 1 tomorrow. If you lose this one, you play again today and have to win 2 tomorrow.
Well, you can't overstate how much you'd be in the driver's seat, how much of a big deal it is to win this one here, and not have to battle back and try for 2 tomorrow.
And battling back are the Warriors here. Runners at the corners with nobody out. And Patrick Graham bunts the ball to the pitcher. Picked up there. He throws to first. The squeeze is good. Sacrifice bunt. And the Warriors score a second run. And the other runner, that is Proctor, moved up to second base. Scoring on the play was A.J. Malzone on the RBI sacrifice bunt. And the play goes 1-4 for the out.
And right there in Mount Zone, he got about halfway, maybe a little bit less than halfway down the line, and he paused, made sure the pitcher would commit to first base, and then he took off and scored. He left himself an area to get back to third if he needed to. But just really smart base running and was able to score.
Warriors only down by 1 now, 3-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. Tying run at third base with 1 out, and LeGrande looks at the first pitch high and away for ball 1.
Well, this is what we've been saying when they had struggles pitching Wabash Valley. Is you just got to limit the damage and eat up innings because you know your offense has your back in a matter of time.
1-0 is the count to John LeGrande. 2-0, that pitch is too low.
And I'm a bit surprised here. Stotler certainly I would imagine is warm by now. And I'm pretty sure that is Stotler out in the bullpen. He is a lefty, so I'm kind of surprised at him not to be facing John LeGrande here.
We've got Bonamolo, then Mahan and Fivish. So a couple lefties coming up after Bonamolo. Ground ball to second. Played there by Griggs, and he throws him out for the second out of the inning. On the play, though, Cole Proctor advances to third with the tying run. So LeGrande grounds out. He's 0 for 3 on the afternoon. It's Richie Bonamolo. And I think this a good thing about leaving this Petska in is he's really eating up Bonamolo today. Both times high, tight fastballs that he popped up in the air on the right side. So I think they want Petska to face Bonamolo rather than bringing a lefty in for him.
The last time specifically, Bonamolo was ahead in the count 3-1 and chased one up and in to pop out.
First one is there. That's a line drive toward left, chasing it toward the wall. That gets down. We're tied. Bonamolo with an RBI base hit, and it's 3-3.
Brand new ball game, just like that.
First pitch swinging was Richie Bonamolo. So RBI base hits from Proctor and Bonamolo, and a squeeze by Graham. We're tied at 3. And now we have left-handers coming up, Mahan and Fivish, and now they come out and we'll have a new pitcher. So it's 3-3, new ball game. Warriors have run their first 2 outs. We'll talk about the new pitcher right after this.
You already know that the First National Bank is your real community bank, but have you met our people? It's the people inside that make us a community bank. We live here, we work here, we're your neighbors and your friends. When you bank with us, your money is reinvested in your community. At the First National Bank, our customers are more than an account number. People are the reason for this community. We're your hometown bank, serving the area since 1906. We are the First National Bank, where our people make the difference. Come see us today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Get your Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel. 2024 Escape up to $2,500 off, and 2024 Edge up to $2,900 off. Go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com today. At Steve Faulkner Automotive, get 2023 Chargers and Challengers up to $13,000 off, 2023 Jeep Gladiators up to $11,400 off, and all 2024 heavy-duty Rams up to $13,000 off. Come in today.
I found God. Yeah. Don't wanna be an American idiot. Fever, fever, 'cause I'm breaking.
New pitcher for John A. Logan, number 22, Karsten Stotler, left-hander, another big guy, 6'5", 220. He's just like Petska. Also, he's a local guy, Petska from Carterville, and Stotler into the game from Marion, just up the road from John A. Logan in Carterville. A lefty that has pitched in 12 games this season, had 1 start. He's 4-1 on the season with a save, 30 2/3 innings pitched. He had 33 strikeouts to just 7 walks in those 30 2/3 innings. A 3.82 ERA, but an 0.95 WHIP, which is walks and hits allowed per inning pitch. So it doesn't allow a ton of base runners, but when he does, he can be subject to give them up as runs, it seems.
He's a local product out of Marion, Illinois, 6'5" left-hander. I'm really impressed by that by Bonamolo. Every time he comes up, I'm thinking hit the ball hard, hit it out of here. Instead, he took a nice even swing, line drive to the left center field gap for a base hit, and we're tied. Both starters have been run out of here.
Yeah, and he jumped on the first pitch too, but that's a good point. Both the starters out here before they could get through the 5th inning. And now it's a bullpen game. We know Johnny Logan, one of their best out of the bullpen is Jackson Kronenwetter. I would have to imagine he's not available today. He threw 5 innings yesterday against McHenry County. He's a lefty as well, but here it's Karsten Stahler, who has used a fair amount out of their bullpen as well. So they only got 3 guys that had 10 or more starts on the season, so they use their bullpen a lot. Stahler certainly not unexperienced.
Hitter for the Warriors with 2 out and 1 on is Keaton Mahan. Wabash has rallied to tie it with 3 runs here in the bottom of inning number 5.
How about some more?
Well, you might as well get greedy. Lefty on lefty matchup, and we've got a couple lefties in a row. That's why they bring in Stahler. Pickoff move and back in plenty of time.
And not playing catch or anything, but out in the Logan bullpen, they've already got somebody stretching. So maybe it's Stahler's job to get these 2 guys, the 2 lefties, and then maybe they turn it over to someone else.
Very likely. Bonamolo with a short lead over there. A lot of stolen bases, doesn't go, and the first pitch is taken slider on the outside corner, ball strike 1. I thought it was a little wide, but the umpire said no, that caught the front corner.
It's always a little bit harder to get a good jump off of a lefty who's staring straight at you. It can be tougher to pick up that front foot, or whether it's going to first or home.
Bonamolo's short lead. Stahler to the plate. Low and away, 1-1 now.
Of course, Bonamolo, a guy that is so fast and has so many stolen bases, he doesn't get off to the biggest leads. You know, we saw Gage Griggs, the big base stealer for Johnny Logan. He gets off to a pretty decent lead. Bonamolo works more with his secondary lead and then getting a good acceleration off the takeoff.
1-1 pitch to Mahan. Instead, they throw to first, and Bonamolo standing on the bag.
He just walked back over. He was not threatened at all by that.
It's an unusual base stealing method. He doesn't really take the big lead like you talk about, get low, but he will sometimes take a step towards second as the ball's being delivered, and when that happens, he's off. 1-1 on Keaton Mahan. Here's the pitch to him. Ground ball line shot through the hole on the left side. Another base hit. And the Warriors have runners at first and second now. That was just a solid shot the other way.
Well, that ball was hit hard, and that's the sign of Keaton Mahan's strength, because that was not squared up. That was off the inside part of the bat, but he just hit it so hard with a strong swing that ball got through to the outfield pretty quickly.
Wabash had 1 hit through 4 innings against Petska, and they have 5 base hits this inning.
Good speed at second base.
Yeah, the go-ahead run out there at second with Dalton Fivish hitting. Has a double on the day, 1 for 2. Facing Stahler, the lefty, for the first time, and ball's inside and it hitting.
Well, I was going to mention how Fivish hit the ball really hard twice today, even on that out, but he didn't have to hit the ball this time. He takes his base.
Well, Logan brought in a lefty to face Mahan and Fivish. Mahan gets a hit. Fivish gets hit. Now they have to face Crew Bond with the lefty.
The base is loaded.
Base is loaded and 2 out.
Well, they're going to give time with Fivish to walk it off down the line. He got hit by that pitch.
That got him on the arm, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah, kind of shaking the hand, and maybe
the left hand
hit near the elbow and caused a little tingle probably.
He's a right-handed thrower, so it could be worse, I suppose. So Fivish leads from first. At second base, it's Mahan, and third is Richie Bonamolo. Crew Bond is a hitter. He's the 9th man to bat here in the order. We're in the bottom of inning number 5, and it's tied up at 3. And it pitches in the dirt, nicely blocked back there by Kennedy for ball 1.
And Monroe not playing very close to the bag. And Bonamolo got a big jump down the third base line. It's like he's trying to get just within the peripheral vision of the pitcher and try to cause him to worry a little bit. Now Monroe will play a tad closer to the bag.
Got about a third of the way down the line last time, and now he works off the stretch. And Bonamolo makes a break. Now they step off.
And that's a big part of Bonamolo's game too, is just the psychological effect of it when he gets on base, and that's what a good base stealer can do.
Hitter's only worried about hitting the ball. Pitcher's worried about a lot of things. 1-0 pitch to Crew Bond. That's outside. 2-0. Warriors have never led in the ball game. Logan got a run back in the first. They got 2 more in the fourth. Warriors have answered with 3 to tie it here in the 5th. Now have the bases loaded with 2 out. 2-0 delivery. That's too low, 3-0.
Just below the knees, and that's a pitch that it's tight, but it's been that way all game.
Yeah, both benches have barked at the umpire. He's heard a lot of barking. He always will. 3-0 pitch, and Bond will probably take one for the team right here. Here's the delivery. Oh, he swings away and fouls it straight back. He was right on that.
Well, tie game, playoff game with the conference and region rival. Bases loaded. He saw himself being a hero right there. He took a big hack.
Evidently, Aaron Biddle gave him the hit sign down there. 3-1 now on Crew Bond, the right fielder for Wabash. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 on a breaking pitch. Now the count is full. And with 2 outs, that will allow the runners to leave when the ball is pitched. They'll be in motion. The ball in the gap might score 5-ish all the way from first. 3-2 delivery from Karsten Stoller. Here it is, and the ball's high hopper, fielded there by Monroe. Has it, throws across, bad throw. Here comes 1 run to score. Here comes another one. 5-3 Wabash Valley. Here comes a 3rd run all the way from first base. 5-ish will score. And then the third base is Crew Bond. 3 runs on the error by Jake Monroe. A high hopper. He charged it. He had it. He threw it wildly, and 3 runs score. Wabash leads it 6-3.
A 3-run score, Bond all the way to third base, and we've talked about it all day long between these 2 games, these 2 broadcasts. A lot of foul territory in play, and stuff like that can happen, and that's crazy. You know, Monroe is such a talented, not just hitter, but he's known as a really good defensive third baseman as well. He's not going to make many errors like that, and that one cost him big.
He charged it, had the ball in good shape, had plenty of time, and he hurried the throw and threw it away. There's ball 2. Jellison is the hitter. He's the 10th man to hit in the order. He led this off with a base hit. Is it 1-0 or 2-0?
I believe it's 1-0.
Well, I was thinking ahead there.
We'll have to see what your vision looks like here.
Warriors have scored 6 times here in the bottom of inning number 5. Who'd have thunk it, they said. Here's the pitch. Right back up the middle. Shortstop has him played well. Stays down on it, throws him out for out number 3. So Jellison goes down for the final out of the inning. Warriors strand 1. And they score 6 times. We've played 5 complete. Wabash Valley leads Johnny Logan 6-3. Back in just a moment.
My name is Parker Linson. I'm a second-level nursing student at Wabash Valley College. We were able to get hands-on experience with a mannequin that has real breath sounds, real, lung sounds, and can cough and, do different things. That makes it really unique to have that kind of experience right here on campus. And then we've done clinicals. Being able to go into those ICUs and emergency departments and be able to see those critical patients, it is a very good experience. Being able to be in that position and look back to where I come from, it's just awesome to be able to have that experience.
As soon as I came here, I started looking at the programs that they have, and the most that I like, it was early childhood education, and then after I see the classes and everything, that's the one that I picked. I would like to be a teacher in the future. I like it so much because I had the experience to work at Small World with the kids, and each day I learn, and I learn from the kids, and like with my teachers, like they teach me all the stuff that I need to do to be a better teacher. And classes is amazing, so I would just recommend everyone to come here to Wabash Valley College.
I'm Mason Gross. I am a marketing business management major at Wabash Valley College. You'll learn a lot about the business industry as a whole, and that really helps you to explore your options as far as to what's out there. So I'm doing my internship at Summer Real Estate in Salem, Illinois. Right now I'm working on getting my license. I am hanging around the office, going to showings, and doing everything I can as a non-licensee to get myself ready for when I graduate and take that step as an agent.
Well, the Warriors got 3 in the bottom of inning number 5 to make it 6-3. And how much pitching do the Warriors have? Trey Rainberg back out there. They're down their number 1 starter, Jackson Susi, unavailable. We'll see how the bullpen does. Leading off is Will Cook. He's had a pretty nice tournament. He's walked and flown out today here and had a couple home runs yesterday. Rainberg's first one to him is low and away, ball 1. Warriors very pesky at the bat that inning. A lot of base hits, had 5 base hits, hit by pitch, and a walk. Swing and a miss. Rainberg really in attack mode out there on the mound. He has been since he came in the ball game. Gave up a hit and a walk last inning, stranded those runners. There's a strike call.
Well, being into postseason play, and especially if you have ambitions of making the tournament out in Grand Junction, you're going to have to find a lot of arms to use.
Ball fouled off on the left side.
And Rainberg's trying to make his case as a guy that can be trusted. You know, when you get out to the tournament play, even in this tournament, you hope to only have to use 3 starters, maybe 4 or 5 out in the tournament. If you want a deep run, you're going to have to use a fair amount.
1 and 2 on the hitter, and that's too low. We talk about the tournament at Grand Junction, and the teams out there are wonderful. They're not going to be much better than what we're seeing today with Iowa Western, Logan, and Wabash. So it's not like it's a whole much better level.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this district tournament is filled with some of the best teams in the nation.
Strike 3 call. Got him on a breaking pitch. Bit the outside corner, and Will Cook wasn't fond of it. He strikes out looking. 3rd strikeout today for Trey Rainberg.
And as long as you can get Rainberg to go, and why not, he's pitching well, that saves arms for potentially tomorrow, or even if Johnny Logan comes back, you need to save arms for later today.
Last week we saw Stone Silver throw on consecutive days. He might throw again tomorrow if need be. First pitch is a breaking pitch in there. Strike call to Cordell Coburn. He's the designated hitter, and he doubled last time up. Another pitch on the way. That one stays high. Yeah, I barely have time to write the pitches down before Rainberg throws another one.
Well, when pitchers in a groove, they like to work quick, and you like to see that.
His mate's got him 3 runs, and so why not? Just keep attacking. There's a breaking ball that is just outside, 2-1.
And they got him 6 runs, 3 earned.
Well, yeah, the 3-run lead is, yeah, exactly. They put up 6 in the bottom of inning number 5, and it kind of took me by surprise. Ball 3 outside, and Pesca was rolling along through 4 innings.
Well, at this point, both sides have now had errors cost them. I mean, just quite frankly,
the game should be tied.
There's 9 runs in these games, and not many of them earned.
As the ball popped up towards center field, Bonamolo is there underneath it and makes the one-handed grab for out number 2.
And I do want to make that comment about Stone Silver. He only went 3 1/3 today, but he went a good 3 1/3 innings. He just had some defense. The defense didn't help him in a couple of spots. Then he had a walk that kind of cost him a couple of blue pits.
Jaden Correa, the shortstop, bats, struck out and grounded out to second. 0 for 2 today. And a first ground ball. Big hop there. Graham stays down on it, throws across. Nice throw. 1, 2, 3, they go. Well, you like that, don't you? After you get 6 runs in 1 inning, you come down, shut them down 1, 2, 3, and here come the Warriors to bat, leading 6-3 as we go to bottom of inning number 6.
You already know that the First National Bank is your real community bank, but have you met our people? It's the people inside that make us a community bank. We live here, we work here, we're your neighbors and your friends. When you bank with us, your money is reinvested in your community. At the First National Bank, our customers are more than an account number. People are the reason for this community. We're your hometown bank, serving the area since 1906. We are the First National Bank, where our people make the difference. Come see us today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Steve Faulkner Automotive has 2023 Pacifica hybrids up to $14,700 off, and all Jeep Compasses up to $6,550 off, payments as low as $299 a month. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has an outstanding service department. With free pickup and delivery, we'll make sure your vehicle runs perfectly at an affordable price. Come see us today or view our service specials at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
You need to be mindful that when you're out, maybe doing a little tree pruning or shaping, or kids climbing in the tree, building tree houses, whatever, look up, make sure there's no power lines in or near the area. And even after the storm or after a wind event or something like that, where a limb may be falling down or hanging in the tree, make sure to look and there's no utility lines near that. And if there is, call us. We'll come take care of it. We'll get that down. We'll get things cleared up.
To the bottom of inning number 6, new pitcher for Johnny Logan is Brady Genovan, 6'5", and all the pitchers are 6'5" or 6'4", it seems like. 6'5" out of Munster, Indiana.
Hasn't pitched a ton this season, but he's been really good in the times that he has pitched. 7 appearances on the year for 14 1/3 innings pitched. 15 strikeouts in those 14 innings, a 1.88 ERA.
the new pitcher. Colston Stotler out of the ball game. This is pitcher number 3 for Pesca started. Stotler relieved, and now Ginnivan. He'll face Malzone, Proctor, and Graham. And they had a big part of that big 5th inning. It was a leadoff hit by Jellis and a double by Malzone. Big hit by Proctor that got 2 runs and it broke the shutout. Maybe in the biggest hit of the inning when you think about it. Got us back on the board. First pitch from Malzone is taken, and that is not in the strike zone. I'm always guessing with the umpire.
Malzone's at 2 balls just short of the wall. Even the 1 out was hit really hard as well.
Off the stretch, here comes the pitch. That is on the zone. 1-1 is the count. If you haven't seen this guy play, A.J. Malzone, it's just about worth the price of admission to come out and watch him hit. Batting number 7 in the order, 368 season average. He's a playoff baseball kind of guy. Likes this atmosphere. Here's the next delivery. Just off the plate, 2-1. Last time he was up, we had a runner at first base, and the umpire got 2 calls on him that he didn't think were strikes. Malzone didn't like it, so he hit the next pitch, 1 hop the wall.
He's just got such an incredible approach at the plate. He doesn't chase very often, and line drives the ball everywhere.
2-1 now on the leadoff guy for the Warriors here in the 6th. That ball's popped down the left side. Long chase by Porter, and that ball's going to fall for a foul ball down the left line. And it's 2-2 now on A.J. Malzone.
He's only gotten better as the season's gone along and has done his best work at the plate in the playoffs here in the Region 24 tournament, now into the district tournament.
Wabash with a 6-3 lead in the 6th. 9 more outs and the Warriors would advance if the score stays like this. Pitch to Malzone is hit high in the air towards center. Cam Hill coming in, and that ball falls. Everything he does is right, isn't it? Just a little fly ball. The shortstop couldn't get back there. That falls for an innocent little base hit to start the inning.
That's just how it's been, Malzone, the last couple of weeks. You know, can do no wrong, it seems. You know, even his pop fly is found grass.
Last inning, last 2 times up, he hit the ball within about, 1 or 2 steps of the wall. This one just barely over the shortstop's head. Now hitting is Cole Proctor. He had that big hit back in the 5th to right, driving the first 2 runs for Wabash. Short lead for Malzone, not going anywhere. They're looking for the bunt, and they take it back, throw back to first base. Ooh, nice job down there by Cook to save a bad throw.
Yeah, Kennedy spiked that one way in front of the bag, and Cook there. And as soon as Proctor scored a bunt, Monroe charged. Before the pitch wasn't even being thrown, but Monroe charged way down there, trying to get that ball as quickly as he could and make a play at second. That's why Proctor pulled back.
Yeah, like he's playing slope or fast pitch softball. That ball's popped in the air. Coming back under, Kennedy looks up, and that's out of play, and the count is 1-1.
And, you know, with Monroe charging down there, he's into dangerous territory. You know, Proctor, that was a really smart decision on that first pitch to pull back. He knows that if he gets the bunt down like he wanted to, it's going to be probably a force out at second, maybe even a double play. It was smart to pull back.
Proctor at the dish, 1-1 on him, and nobody out in the inning with leading at first base Malzone with a very short lead. Takes the bunt back, and it's 2-1.
And that time he's trying to adjust, and he put down the bunt really late, trying to prevent Monroe getting close enough, although Monroe was pretty ready, waiting to charge.
Malzone has 5 stolen bases, and you couldn't have a shorter lead and be off the bag. He is right there. 2-1 for Ginnivan. Brings it to the plate. There's a bunt, foul. It's 2-2 as Monroe was charging again from third base. Again, a big play in that 5th inning with bases loaded. A little high hopper. Monroe charged, made the play, and then threw wildly to first base, and 3 runs scored on that 1 error.
Yeah, I got stuck over by that wall just to the left of the John A. Logan dugout. Long way to run for anybody to go pick it up, and everybody came across. Bond went up to third. 2-2
on Proctor. He shows bunt. Monroe charges, take it back, and the ball's in the dirt. Nicely blocked by Kennedy, and the count is full. Well, Jake Monroe is still charging hard, even though it's 2 strikes, and I'm telling you, he's not bunting on 2 strikes.
No, he showed it there, but there was never any intention, I don't think. We've already seen once it's at bat him show bunt, pull back, and swing away for a foul ball. If I'm Monroe, I don't want to get put in harm's way.
He's playing back now, even with the bag at third base. Malzone leads from first. Here's the delivery. Fouled off. The count stays full at 3-2.
Well, that's a really good at-bat from Proctor. In a tough situation, asked to bunt. He's not getting really any pitches to put down. And it's a tough at-bat. You saw him, you know, when Proctor's right, he's driving the ball to the right field. That's how he got his RBI singles last time up.
3-2 on the hitter, Cole Proctor. Brady Ginnivan to the plate. half swing, and he went, struck him out, and that's out number 1.
Well, not a fan of that one, but I didn't think he broke nearly enough for the umpire to say he didn't even need to ask for first base.
Well, the home plate umpire called it, did not need help, so he was pretty sure of the call. And now it's Patrick Graham batting with 1 out. I go back to Proctor's at bat in the 5th inning. He'd struck out in the 3rd and looked bad against those high fastballs from Pesca. Worked a good at bat, got it with an 0-2 pitch, got a base hit that scored 2. That may be the biggest at bat of the game so far. Patrick Graham now, the hitter for the Warriors, 248 in the season, lots of injuries, a lot of hamstring stuff for him. High ball 1, with Malzone still at first.
He's a Penn State commit, and you look at the stat sheet, you might not see that, and that's just because he's been dealing with so many injuries and not being able to play as much as he likes, but he's certainly talented.
1-0 to Patrick Graham. Malzone leads from first. Here's the pitch, up and in, 2-0. On deck, John LeGrande, the top of the order for Wabash Valley. This is such a good tournament. Iowa Western defeated McHenry this morning on a good ball game, 6-2, that one was. And they await the loser of this game. That'll play right after this one. They're down in the batting cage getting loose right now. We're in the bottom of inning number 6. There's the pitch. That's outside, 3-0.
That's why this is a tough spot. When you lose this game, Iowa Western played a game this morning. Now they win. They probably got some lunch. Now they're stretching and getting some tosses in the cage. If the loser of this game has to turn around and play another one pretty much immediately.
Against a rested and ready team, Iowa Western, number 3 in the country. 3-0 pitch to Graham. He takes it up and in, ball 4. Second walk issued to the Warriors. And Malzone advances to second and back to the top of the order. So Brady Gentleman takes a look in the dugout to see what the manager's doing. And they got people in the bullpen. I suppose somebody's loose enough to throw right now if they need him. Here's a guy who's due the MVP of the Region 24 tournament. He's 0 for 3 today. Strikeout, fly out to left, and a ground ball to the second baseman. Double play ball would help Logan right here. The pitch from Gentleman. Ooh, nice breaker there for strike 1.
Yeah, that one tailed back into the zone kind of at the last second. That's just a really nasty pitch.
That's the best breaking ball we've seen Gentleman throw. Malzone got a leadoff hit. Strikeout by Proctor, and then Graham was walked. And now LeGrande fouls it back. He's in the hole 0-2.
That was another breaker there. That one more in on the hands of LeGrande.
So they'll try to keep something away from LeGrande here and keep him from using his power probably on 0-2. Flag is hanging limp out in center field right now. Here's the next delivery. That's way outside. 1-2.
LeGrande, a leadoff hitter, likes to take a lot of pitches. He's another guy with a really good eye for the zone. Not afraid to hit with 2 strikes.
No home runs in this ball game so far. Brady Gentleman in relief right now for Logan. With 2 on and 1 out. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. And a second out of the inning.
Both via the punch out this inning.
Here's Richie Bonamolo. He had a big hit in the first inning, base hit in the 5th inning that tied it up. Came up with runners at first and third, just did a nice little looping line drive to left on the first pitch. And he scored later on in the inning. So Bonamolo 1 for 3 today. Runners at first and second, 2 out, and Gentleman trying to work out of a jam here. He's given up a base hit and a walk this inning, and a breaking pitch is right there, strike 1. And I think that fooled Bonamolo. High, hard breaking pitch.
He took that one, shook his head as he walked away. Definitely caught him off guard a little bit. Gentleman has showed pretty nice breaker in this inning.
0-1 on Richie Bonamolo. Here's the next one. That's a breaking pitch that almost caught the inside corner, and it backed Bonamolo out of there. He's fooled again by that breaker.
Yeah, that's just got some nice movement, not only downward but back towards the plate. It looked like it had a shot at hitting him, and then at the end it looked like it had a shot at being a strike.
1-1 to Bonamolo. 2 breaking balls so far. There's another breaking one, and that's a curve that's in there for a strike. The hard curveball, maybe the slider, caught the inside corner. That's a nice pitch from Brady Gentleman. So Bonamolo's seen 3 straight breaking pitches.
They've all made him uncomfortable.
And it's 1-2 is the count, so we'll see what they throw here. Here it comes, and it's a breaker hit toward the second baseman. Nice play there by Griggs, and the force out is complete. So ground out towards second base, and the play goes 4-6 on the putout for the final out of the inning. In the inning, the Warriors get one base hit. They get a walk. They leave two on base and did not score. We played 6. Wabash Valley leads it 6-3.
In our days, 'cause I found God. Don't wanna be an American idiot. Fever, 'cause I'm breaking.
You need to be mindful that when you're out, maybe doing a little tree pruning or shaping, or kids climbing in the tree, building tree houses, whatever, look up, make sure there's no power lines in or near the area. And even after the storm or after a wind event or something like that, where a limb may be falling down or hanging in the tree, make sure to look and there's no utility lines near that. And if there is, call us. We'll come take care of it. We'll get that down. We'll get things cleared up.
My name is Parker Linson. I'm a second level nursing student at Wabash Valley College. We were able to get hands-on experience with a mannequin that has real breath sounds, real, lung sounds, and can cough and, do different things. That makes it really unique to have that kind of experience right here on campus. And then we've done clinicals. Being able to go into those ICUs and emergency departments and be able to see those critical patients, it is a very good experience. Being able to be in that position and look back to where I come from, it's just awesome to be able to have that experience.
Top of the 7th here at Fournier Field, Wabash Valley's home field in this tournament. They're the host school. And they're up 6-3 over Johnny Logan, a conference and region opponent. Trey Rainberg has pitched great out of the bullpen. He's back out for his 3rd full inning of work. He's gone 2 2/3 so far.
Play good teams. You can't make errors, and 3 errors have been made, and they've all cost. 2 against the Warriors, 1 against Logan.
That first pitch runs in and hits Carson Kennedy. The catch of that one was in on his hands. That was a bit scary. He's walking down to first base.
Well, he's glad to be going to first base, but he didn't like where that pitch was. Don't rub it. Whatever you do, don't rub it.
Well, the home plate umpire walked with him about halfway down the line, trying to make sure there's no ill will between these two teams.
Well, there's a lot of ill will between them as far as that goes. But this is a playoff game, and nobody's trying to put anybody on base with a free pass, especially not the number 9 hitter.
So now to the top of the lineup with Gage Griggs, the second baseman, who scored the first run after reaching on a catcher's interference, stole a base, eventually came around to score. He's also got a single back in the 5th inning. Also grounded out to short on a nice play by Patrick Graham sliding to his right. Goes first pitch swinging here, pops this one into right field. Long way to run for Krubon. In near the line, makes the catch.
That helps, doesn't it? Hit the first pitch and make an out.
So now it's Cam Hill, 0 for 3 today with a fly out to right field, pop out to first base in foul territory, and a strikeout swinging. He struck out against Rainberg back in the 5th. So 1 down and 1 on here in the top of the 7th. Breaking pitch just off the plate and a check swing by Hill, so it's ball 1.
Nice pitch, couldn't get him to go for it, and the umpire didn't go for it either.
Carson Kennedy, the Logan backstop, leads off first base. Short lead over there. Swing and a miss on a nice fastball in the outside half. It's 1-1.
Every time you look up, Rainberg's pitching again.
Quick pace. You like to see that on the mound. Pitchers are creatures of habit, creatures of rhythm. 1-1 is outside. It's 2-1. Kennedy at first base after leading off the inning being hit by a pitch. The first pitch of the inning from Rainberg, a fastball in near the hands. A 2-1 to Cam Hill. He hits this one high in center field. That one gets knocked down, and Bonamalo will make the play. I thought that one was headed for the gap off the bat, but it was kind of off the end of the bat and flew right to Bonamalo in center.
I'm with you. As soon as when he hit the ball, I thought, hey, that's got a chance, but it died out there and was nowhere near. Just easy fly ball.
So 2 down now, put down on flyouts after the first hitter reached on a hit by pitch, and it's Jack Porter, the 3-hole hitter at the plate. And first pitch, did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 1.
Be nice to get this guy and leave Monroe to lead off this 8th inning. Don't let him come up with runners in scoring position, a chance to tie it.
Kennedy leads off first, 0-1 on Puller. The next pitch from Rainberg, breaking ball, strike 2. He's got that breaker working. Looking to put up another 0 out of the bullpen. Rainberg, the 0-2 pitch outside. Didn't get the chase that time, but a nice pitch from Alzone. Taps the glove back at him, saying that's what I wanted. Up 0-2, you want the chase there. Malzone looked to the dugout for a moment for instruction, now squats back down and flashes the sign. Rainberg set. 1-2 pitch outside.
Wind really no factor at all right now. Outfield plays this guy pretty deep. Got 10 home runs.
So he hits in the 3-hole spot ahead of Jake Monroe. I'm sure he gets plenty to hit, not wanting to walk him to get Monroe on. The 2-2 pitch, fouled that one off. Breaking ball, and he just got a piece of it on the inside part of the bat and fouled it to the right side.
That was a dandy pitch. It was a strikeout pitch. He got a piece of it.
Still 2-2 with a runner on and 2 out here. Top of the 7th inning. Wabash Valley up 6-3, trying to keep it right there. Send it back to the bats. Rainberg set. 2-2 pitch. This one's popped up. Right side into the outfield. Bond shielding the sun with the glove. Makes the catch. Trey Rainberg has been magnificent out of the bullpen. Puts up another 0. John A. Logan goes down in this inning. Wabash Valley leads 6-3 heading to the bottom of the 7th. So let's go stretching.
You already know that the First National Bank is your real community bank, but have you met our people? It's the people inside that make us a community bank. We live here, we work here, we're your neighbors and your friends. When you bank with us, your money is reinvested in your community. At the First National Bank, our customers are more than an account number. People are the reason for this community. We're your hometown bank, serving the area since 1906. We are the First National Bank, where our people make the difference. Come see us today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Get your Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel. 2024 Escape up to $2,500 off, and 2024 Edge up to $2,900 off. Go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com today. At Steve Faulkner Automotive, get 2023 Chargers and Challengers up to $13,000 off, 2023 Jeep Gladiators up to $11,400 off, and all 2024 heavy-duty Rams up to $13,000 off. Come in today.
Hi, my name is Rylan Robb. I am from Albion, Illinois, and I am a radio TV major here at Wabash Valley College. From broadcasting all sorts of sports games to producing my own TV show and radio show, the hands-on experience is as much as you want to do with it. In terms of the program itself, I think it's really special. It's really like almost a little family in a way, and it's really been really nice being able to experience the things I have with people that genuinely appreciate it with me.
Bottom of the 7th here, Wabash Valley turned the bat. Mark, you know, Jackson Susie may be injured, but he is still the leader of this team, and we've seen him, you know, I saw it in the Region 24 tournament. He's always one of, if not the first guy out of the dugout to greet the team coming back in after they get out of an inning there with the Pump It Up song playing that they always play before the team hits in the 7th inning. He's getting the dugout pumped up. They want some insurance runs.
Well, Coach Aaron Biddle said Susie got us this far. We're going to get him to Grand Junction, or we'd like to at least.
I always like to see a guy that, even though he's injured and could be milling it in and ready to go to South Carolina, he's still here to pump up his teammates.
Could be back in beautiful Canada.
And first pitch, breaking ball, and a strike to Mahan. Brady Ginneman back out there for his 2nd inning of work. He's got a good breaker and threw it there.
Been a nice day for baseball. Temperature's nice.
Ginneman takes his time on the mound. The 0-1 pitch to Mahan. This one's hit hard in right field for a base hit. Mahan's 2nd hit of the day, 3rd time being on base.
Well, these guys just hit. It's crazy.
Here comes another guy that can just hit. It's Dalton Fivish. He's hit the ball hard twice today. Once to left field for a deep flyout, and once to left center for a double on that one where Cam Hill almost made an incredible diving catch. It fell out of his glove, and Fivish hustled for the double. And then last time up in the 5th, he was hit by a pitch. It was just before the error that brought home 3. Fivish scoring to bunt here. Monroe charges in for third. Fivish gets it down but foul. I can't recall a time seeing the cleanup hitter score up to bunt when you're up by 3 runs in the 7th.
Well, if you do bunt, don't bunt it to third. Monroe is shaking hands with the hitter as the ball's reaching the plate.
He's ready for it. Starts out on the grass and creeps in as the pitch comes. Now he charges. Fivish squares back to bunt. The 0-1 pitch. This one's bumped and foul back into the netting. Fivish shakes his hand. That one stung a little bit.
Got hit on that hand just a moment ago. He looks down to Biddle and asks, can I just please hit the ball instead of trying to bunt it? I think that's what they'll allow him to do here.
So it's 0-2 on Dalton Fivish, the fresh Western Kentucky commit. Mahan leads off first. Decent lead. Ginnivan set at the belt. Long pause, now the 0-2. This one's hit high into left center field. That's Porter underneath it. He'll make the catch for the out. Here comes Crew Bond. The definition last time he was up of put the ball in play and good things can happen. Granted a chopper towards third base. A nice play by Monroe to get it on the high hop, but then threw it away to first base. The bases were loaded at that time. 3 runs came across, and Bond ended up all the way at third base because of that so much foul territory. Ginnivan fires home, and that pitch is low. Mahan kind of fake took off that time.
I thought he was going. I thought I had that one. 23 out of 25 in stolen base attempts for Keaton Mahan. Usually the trailer on the double steal, though.
Still a lot of steals for a guy that also leads the team in homers. Leads off first. A pretty decent lead, and Ginnivan will check on him, picked out by Cook at first base. Lefty getting warm for John A. Logan. Ginnivan, tall right-hander on the mound. He's about the opposite of Rainberg. Rainberg works at a quick pace. Ginnivan likes to take his time.
That's baseball.
Everybody's different. The 1-0 to Bond. That one's up and in, 2-0.
So Bond can sit on a fastball here. If you hit a fastball in the right area, just flail away at it. Anything else, just take it.
Mahan led off the inning with a base hit. He leads off first. The 2-0. Bond swings and misses at a fastball in the outside half.
That's what he likes, and it's what he got. He just couldn't hit it.
Still hitter's count here for the freshman right fielder, Crew Bond. He showed off his arm in this game and has put the ball in play all 3 times. Long pause again from Ginnivan. Now fires on the 2-1. Mahan breaks off for second. The throw was high, and Kennedy couldn't handle it. And into second is Mahan with a stolen base. And I wonder how much that being hit on the hand while he was at bat last time up affected Kennedy there.
I think he tried to rush it that time. I think he had probably more time than he thought. Mahan had a decent jump, but Kennedy couldn't handle it, and it's stolen base.
So now runner in scoring position with just 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th. And a hitter's count 3-1 on Crew Bond. Big lead for Mahan at second. Nobody holding him on. 3-1 pitch is outside. Bond works a walk. So here comes Bruce Jellison. Had the leadoff base hit in the 5th inning that really started things. Drew Petska was unhittable to that point, almost literally only 1 hit on the day before that for Wabash Valley, and Jellison hit one in that 5.5 hole to get things started, and then Wabash Valley had 3 hits in a row from there on. Had a 6-run inning that inning, all started by the Jellison hit. First pitch here is a breaking ball outside and a tad low for ball 1. Against a team like John A. Logan, you don't want to just stop scoring runs. Only a 3-run lead. You want some insurance because they can score a lot in a hurry too. The 1-0 pitch is fouled straight back. It's 1-1.
Yeah, John A. Logan, one of the better teams in the country. They were in the top 20 most of the year.
Mahan's at second, Bond at first base. A 1-1 count on Jellison. Brady Ginnivan, right-hander on the mound. Fires home the 1-1. That's high and away. 2-1. Jellison hitter's count now.
A little neighborhood brawl between John A. Logan and Wabash Valley.
I have to think that lefty out in the bullpen for John A. Logan is prepared for A.J. Malzone, the lefty hot swinging catcher on deck. 2 on, a 1 out, a 2-1 count. The pitch to Jellison. That one's low, 3-1.
I talked to a Logan fan between games at the concession stand. I said, we really don't like you folks from Logan. He said, the feeling's mutual. That's the way it is, and that's the way it ought to be.
Well, they're just two really good teams in this region and conference that play a lot, and they're always battling for the top spot in the conference and oftentimes the districts as well.
And here comes the pitching coach. He'll talk it over a little bit. See what's okay. I wonder if he's okay, the way they come out to look at him.
Well, he had pitched well in that 6th inning. He gave up a hit and a walk, but it was a scoreless 6th, and now here he's had some trouble finding the strike zone the last couple of batters.
But is this a strategy meeting, or is this a check on his health meeting?
Well, it looks like they're about to take him out in the middle of an at-bat, so we'll see. So the lefty comes in with a 3-1 count on Bruce Jellison. And we will tell you who that is and all the info about him after this short break.
The Shop at 1418 is located at Wabash General Hospital's main lobby. It is open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The shop offers a nice selection of gifts for everyone, including children's books, snacks, cards, toys, apparel, and other reasonably priced items. The profits from the Shop at 1418 are used to purchase medical equipment and other needed items for Wabash General Hospital. For more information, visit wabashgeneral.com or visit our Facebook page, The Shop at 1418.
You need to be mindful that when you're out, maybe doing a little tree pruning or shaping, or kids climbing in the tree, building tree houses, whatever, look up, make sure there's no power lines in or near the area. And even after the storm or after a wind event or something like that, where a limb may be falling down or hanging in the tree, make sure to look and there's no utility lines near that. And if there is, call us. We'll come take care of it. We'll get that down. We'll get things cleared up.
Get your Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel. 2024 Escape up to $2,500 off, and 2024 Edge up to $2,900 off. Go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com today. At Steve Faulkner Automotive, get 2023 Chargers and Challengers up to $13,000 off, 2023 Jeep Gladiators up to $11,400 off, and all 2024 heavy-duty Rams up to $13,000 off. Come in today.
New pitcher, left-hander Eli Pillsbury, the 4th pitcher used for John A. Logan. Carson Statler was another left-hander earlier only used for a third of an inning, so he didn't pitch a ton. But they've gone through a few arms here already today. Wabash Valley trying to hang a loss on them and force them to have to play another game right after this.
Pillsbury, 6'2" left-hander. He's out of Newburgh, Indiana. Went to Castle High School.
Shocker, the scouting report. He's another guy that throws real hard.
He's 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", throws hard, and has a good breaking ball. There's your scouting report. 3-1. He inherits the count on Bruce Jellison.
2 on and 1 out. First pitch from Pillsbury in this game is low, and Jellison works a walk. So the base is now loaded with 1 out for A.J. Malzone.
We were saying as we're during a break, I don't know that 6 runs will win this game, but 8 might. 8 might be enough.
Wabash Valley certainly has a big chance here to put up some more. A.J. Malzone, a couple of hits in this game. A double into right center field, and then a bloop pop-up single into left center his last time up. Batting here with the bases loaded. I'm not sure anybody else you wanted to play right now if you're Wabash Valley, the way he's been hitting the last few weeks. Takes the first pitch in the dirt, and a nice block by Carson Kennedy. Talented defensive catcher for John A. Logan.
And his pitcher, Pillsbury, has not thrown a strike yet. That's 2 in a row out of the zone. Sometimes that first strike is hard to come by.
Mahan at third, who led off the inning with a single. Bonnet second, who walked, and Jellison, who walked at first. The 1-0 to Malzone. Takes that one high and wide for ball 2. Malzone not a guy that's going to chase a whole lot. Confident in his knowledge of the zone. If he takes a pitch, he is probably pretty sure it's outside. Ahead here, 2-0. The pitch from the lefty, Pillsbury. Breaking ball low, 3-0, nowhere to put him.
1 out in the inning. The Warriors would love to get a run home somehow. I'd take a fly ball here. I'd take a walk. Take a hit batter if it doesn't hurt him too bad.
Bases loaded and less than 2 outs. A lot of ways to get it done. Malzone in the driver's seat. 3-0. Proctor on deck. The 3-0 offering. Runs in and hits him on the elbow. And he'll take his base.
That was scary, was it not? My. That ball was up by his face. He raised the arm, got it off that elbow pad. I'm glad he had a pad. It's an RBI for Malzone.
And even though it was 3-0, it goes down as a hit by pitch. And an RBI, as you mentioned, and the bases stay loaded with just 1 out for Cole Proctor.
Second hit by pitch the Warriors have been given, and they have granted one as well.
Malzone took that one. He's got the elbow pad. It still hurt, though, I bet. And judged on his reaction in his face, it hurt plenty. He seems to be okay, though. First pitch to Proctor, a strike on the outside corner.
That's the first strike thrown by Eli Pillsbury. Let's get greedy here, Wabash.
If I'm not mistaken, I've seen something before that says Pillsbury is 90+ with the fastball. The 0-1 to Proctor, swing and a miss, 0-2. See if Proctor does what he did for his RBI hit in the 5th. He was down with 2 strikes. If he shortens up and tries to slap it the other way.
Double play ball would get Logan out of the inning.
The 0-2 from Pillsbury to Proctor, up high at the eyes for ball 1.
That's a miss. That's a little too much of a miss. Nobody's swinging it up there.
It's 7-3 Wabash Valley, looking for more. A 1-2 pitch. Check swing in the dirt. Did he go? Yes, he did. Proctor down on strikes. It's the hat trick for Cole Proctor. He's got 3 strikeouts swinging, but also the RBI base hit back in the 5th. Now here comes Patrick Graham, who has a sac bunt for an RBI in the 5th and also a walk in the 6th.
So what can Patrick Graham do, bases loaded and 2 out? You've never seen him hit a grand slam against Logan, have you?
I have once. Last year as a freshman, he did that. That's a strike on the outside corner. He hit that one out to left field. It was the definition of a wall scraper, but it did get out beyond the left field fence.
I would take a bloop.
That would bring home a couple, likely. He's down 0-1 here. Pillsbury trying to shut the door and limit the damage for John A. Logan. The 0-1 pitch to Graham in the dirt, hops up and takes a nice bounce in front of Kennedy. That was beneficial, but now he comes up limping a tad.
Well, Kennedy did what you're supposed to do. He got his body in front of it, blocked it, and the ball went straight up and came down in front of the plate. So nice job by Carson Kennedy. He's not happy because it hurt him, but it's still a nice job.
Well, catchers are known for getting beat up back there, and he has today. He got hit by a pitch also in this game. Both catchers have been hit by a pitch for each team. The 1-1 to Graham with the bases loaded, line drive, foul. He hit that one hard, but out in front of it for strike 2.
I would just say this: nobody's trying to hit anybody in this game, and nobody wants to put an extra base runner on. This is district play, and you have to, if you win today, you're set up, win one more game, and you're out of here. So nobody wants to put anybody else on base that didn't have to go.
The 1-2 count. Pillsbury, the lefty, set. Long look. Now fires home the 1-2 to Graham. Breaking ball up high. Didn't break down enough. It's 2-2. Graham working a nice at-bat here. Battling with 2 strikes. Bond at third. Jellison at second and Malzone at first. Bases loaded, 2 outs. A 2-2 count. The pitch to Graham. Breaking ball low, full count.
Nice breaking pitch, but it did dive too low. It allows runners to be off with the pitch.
Graham kind of got froze on that one, but it ended up not a strike, so it worked out in his favor. Big moment here. Bottom of the 7th, 2 outs, bases loaded, 3-2 count. Pillsbury, the payoff pitch to Graham. This one's hit hard into left field. That one's down, and that one's going to travel to the wall. 1 run across. Here comes another. Malzone at third base. He'll be held up there. A 2-run double for Patrick Graham makes it 9-3.
Well, Patrick's had a terrible year. He's had a rough time out there. He's had hamstring injuries. He's missed about half the games, and about half the games he played in he probably shouldn't have. And I just had a feeling there on that 3-2 pitch, they put the inside fastball. He turned on it, hit a rope down the line for an RBI double.
Wabash Valley has scored 3 in the inning. It's 9-3. And John LaGrande coming up with 2 outs, but 2 in scoring position, wanting more. And he is kind of doing this game. He's had a good playoff so far through the Region 24 tournament, but he's 0 for 4 today with a couple of Ks. Lefty on lefty matchup here with Pillsbury. First pitch to LaGrande. That one bounces high, and that one's going to hit the screen, and walking home is A.J. Malzone. It's 10-3, Wabash Valley.
That ball bounced. It would have bounced over a lot of fences behind the plate. That was really high after it hit the dirt and came right back up here. And the Warriors get a free run there on a wild pitch.
And Graham moves up to third base, where another wild pitch could bring home a 5th run of the inning. 4 across so far for Wabash Valley, and it's a 1-0 count on the sophomore left fielder, John LaGrande.
I think another run would be a run rule win. It's 10-3 right now. I think it's 8 runs after 7, so I think that's right.
Pitch missed outside. It's 2-0 in the count. Pillsbury a long look. The 2-0 to LaGrande. He fouls this one off. That pitch was in.
If he hadn't hit it, it might have hit him.
Well, that's where he likes it. He likes those down and in pitches, and that one way down and in. He tried to get the barrel to it, fouled it off. Still ahead in the count, 2-1.
Bottom of the order, big for the Warriors today. Cole Proctor and Patrick Graham, both a couple RBIs down there.
A 2-1 fouled, straight back. It's 2-2. Richie Bonamalo on deck.
When you get 8 and 9, getting those 2 RBI base hits, you're going to do pretty well.
Well, Graham's got 3 RBI on the day because he had that sack bunt for an RBI with the bases loaded back in the 5th. And he drove home 2 with that double. 2-2 to LaGrande. Hits this one into left center field. That one is going to fall in front of the left fielder. Patrick Graham scores, and Wabash Valley moves on to the championship round. They're in the driver's seat. They walk it off 11-3 against familiar foe John A. Logan.
A run rule, 2nd day in a row. Yesterday it was 11-1 after 6. Today, after 8 innings, Wabash Valley wins it 11-3. LaGrande with just his first base hit of the day and just in time with the RBI.
Well, he continues his clutch hitting with 2 outs especially. He's been fantastic all postseason long, and Wabash Valley faced adversity in the Region 24 tournament. They lost that first game that they were favored in, then had to battle back through and ended up winning. And here, they're in the driver's seat, 1 win away from a trip to Grand Junction.
You know, a great game. Drew Pesca was masterful for 4 innings. Gave up 1 hit through the first 4 innings. He was cruising along. Then we came up, and Jellison gets a base hit. Malzone gets the double, and Proctor, the big 2 RBI base hit, put us on the board, and the Warriors never looked back after that.
Patrick Graham in this 7th inning had a 2-run double, and then the RBI single from John LaGrande to walk it off. Wabash Valley 11-3 victory over John A. Logan. And they move on to the championship round tomorrow or Saturday, pending weather. And here in just about 30 to 45 minutes, we will have the next game that will decide their opponent. It's going to be John A. Logan and Iowa Western, 2 nationally ranked teams doing battle. You won't want to miss that one if you're a baseball fan, and well, I'm sure most of you are.
It's going to be a lot of fun to watch those 2 teams battle out for the chance to play the Warriors. I hope they play 20 innings. I hope they kill each other. Hope it's 45-44 at the end of that thing, and the Warriors get to play a depleted pitching staff. Those are really good teams coming up, and we get to watch with no pressure at all. I mean, just enjoy, sit back. Last week, just the opposite. The Warriors got beat round 1 against Lincoln Trail, a team they'd beaten 3 times, a team that was the 8th seed. They beat us, knocked us, and we thought we were about out. Aaron Biddle had a lot of confidence, played through adversity, we're going to be fine. He was right, and now the Warriors in the driver's seat.
Well, we talked about the offense. We got to give a shout out there to Trey Rainberg, who came out. Wabash Valley after their start only went 3 1/3 innings. They only had to use 2 pitches today. They got plenty of pitching left for tomorrow.
So Rainberg goes 4 2/3 and gives up nothing. Correct?
That's correct.
So you look for a star of the game, you might go to Trey Rainberg.
Wabash Valley wins big 11-3 by run rule here over John A. Logan. And stay tuned, come back for the next game. That one's going to be a great game. We've had a great day of baseball already, and it's not over yet. We got one more great game left here today and some more coming up this weekend. We'll see you for the next game here in just a little while. For Mark Richardson, I'm Zach Reynolds. We'll see you then.